We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Here is my giant penis. Fucking
Oh my God.
Hey.
Wow.
I'm glad there is no video on this one.
I know.
Terrible.
Well, I didn't actually pull my dick out. You guys know that, right? Just so you
Well,
know.
no, we
because
don't
your
know that.
No,
video's
we
off.
don't know
There's no
that.
I mean, I could turn the
Since
video
you-
on
since
and
you
whip
had
my
to
dick out if you
confirm it-
like, but you know.
Since you had to confirm it, maybe we should figure out what you actually did. So, anyways, we are the Nothing Sacred show. This is Nothing Sacred, whatever the fuck rap. I am Cruise Control.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
Well, we don't know what name I am, but I'm going to go by Koala tonight.
Awesome.
I think we'll
And Koala
just roll with
spelled
that.
COULLAH.
LLAHW.
Koala.
It almost sounds like Kamala, but it's not.
Oh,
It's very similar.
Very
Very
similar to
similar.
yes.
So listen, okay, now
Spreading joy.
I have a question for you guys. Now being that you're all visually impaired, you know, this is probably a question that hits a lot of people a lot, and they just don't have the balls to ask it. But how do you know your ass is fully wiped when you walk out of the bathroom?
I tend to
I saw
scrub
a
mine
TikTok
thoroughly.
about this.
Oh,
Really?
well, me, dude, I don't care. I kind of like it when I'm not.
When it's not fully wiped, when
You
you're
like
a
a
little
little grit.
Yeah, it gets a little grit,
Little-
gets your
little true
butthole
grit.
itchy because you want to sit down. It makes you motivated to move and do things.
bit.
No.
Well, here's oh, go ahead.
All
go
right.
ahead.
So no, actually, so you gotta.
So here's the story. I got a little story to tell.
Is this the one you were dying to tell me?
This is the one I was dying to tell you.
Okay, so let's get some reference back a little bit. This is the story revolving this is about.
This is
It's a story of a man named Goatee.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
exactly.
Really?
So dumb chick from work, you know, Miss
yes. Now, yeah,
Cheese
dumb
the,
case
chick
the
from
girl,
work.
the girl who
with
likes
extra
you,
ceviche on top.
honestly.
So here's I'm gonna give Max some props first of all, because he was bursting at the seams. I was out in Vegas for a visit for Christmas, and we were hanging out. He's going, God, I could tell he was just eating out him to tell me the
Couldn't
story.
wait.
And a lot of times he would have been like, oh man, and I'll just tell you now, and then you can tell. But he said, nope, I can't tell you. I have to tell you this story. And I go, all right. So he goes, oh, dude, all right, he was like, I don't know much more than that. But he seemed very proud of himself. So we'll see how
I'm proud of myself here.
If he is proud of himself, let's see how much we can tear it down and
So-
make
so
it
here's-
down and make him less
Koala
proud
know
of
that
himself.
it was about goatee?
Well, she kind of we were having some conversations
Okay.
regarding this.
Wait. You told Koala and not me?
No, actually, I
Oh, about to say I was gonna get.
hold
a
on.
little-
Well, we're getting there, man. We're getting there.
He was gonna lose his cruise control.
You're jumping way ahead, man. All right,
Fuck this
so
shit, man. I don't deserve this shit, man.
all right, so
Put this shit together.
I am a good listener.
here's what happened. So anyway, so she asked me one day, where I'm sitting there waiting for my ride. She goes, "How do you know you're fully wiped after coming out of the bathroom?" And I'm like, "How do you know you're fully wiped after coming out of the bathroom? It's not like you can see back there either." And so she's, I'm trying to explain it best I can. Which, first of all, I can't believe she even asked such a question. And
Well, I
then
think
was
I know
like,
where she may have gotten it from, honestly.
But you think from the TikTok thing?
Yeah, well, there's a thing. So on Facebook, it's basically TikTok, but on Facebook, there's this thing called Reels, and there's this guy named Tommy Edison. I don't know if that's his real name.
Oh,
or
the
not.
blind film critic. Yeah, Tommy
Yeah,
Edison.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Tommy Edison. Well, I think it was Howard Stern that asked him, how do you know you're clean? How do you know you finished
Fully
wiping?
wiped your
'Cause
ass.
It would be
he's a
Howard
complete,
Stern.
yeah.
That's-
He's a completely blind guy, and so he's like, well, I just thoroughly wipe. I just
Right. How difficult
because
You aggressively wipe.
yeah, aggressive. Right. Right. And so I think that may have been where she got the idea from. Like, well, let me ask Goatee. He's the one
But-
he's the He's the blind guy that knows all about blindness, right?
Right.
So
I
let me
know
ask
everything
him.
blinky.
You know.
Well, but it's like, I mean, Jesus, that's pretty inappropriate for work. But anyway, all right. So there's more.
Yeah. Well,
So wait,
you know.
she asked you, and then she just okay. Well, first of all, so you just like chilling there, getting a donut, whatever. And,
I'm not getting
hey,
a donut.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my
No,
ride, man.
she stopped him. She
I'm waiting
stopped
on
him when he
Silver
came out of the
Ride.
bathroom.
yeah,
I'm waiting on Silver Ride to come get me, and I'm sitting there, just in the front, in the lobby, and she just busts out with that question. So
yeah.
so then I said, well, at home sometimes I use adult wipes, when in
Why
doubt.
did you even expand?
yeah, I would have been like,
To
who the
that.
fuck? Who? Yeah, what? See, yeah, see,
No,
yeah.
but hold on, there's more. There's
Okay,
more.
all
So
right.
so
See,
then
we're already gonna break
he
things
like.
out. He's proud of himself
I think
now, but he won't be into this.
I think he secretly likes having conversations with her about whatever. It doesn't matter
just to show how dumb
what
she
it
is.
is.
So anyway,
Oh,
we did Secret Santa.
really?
We did Secret Santa at work, right? And I just happened
Oh,
to get her name.
Well,
And I was
Why
like,
would you?
why would I what? Well, I didn't mean to pull her name. I just pulled the name out and I just happened to get her.
you did Secret Santa at work.
It was everybody in the office did a Secret Santa thing. So I pulled her name. I didn't mean to pull her name. I just happened to get it. And I'm like, oh, you know what I'm getting her? A box of adult wipes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And so I ran it by Koala at one point, and I said, what do you think? Do you think I should do this? And she said, yeah, you should. And I'm like, okay. Good.
So wait. So she knew. So you did know part of the story.
I knew the story.
All right.
Yes, I
See,
did.
this
I did.
I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little bit.
You feel like you got cheated on here, man?
Like I do. I feel like it, man. I'm gonna have. I mean, this is rough, dude. Okay, but I'll deal. I'll deal as a mature adult. I'm not gonna send you any adult diapers or anything for you.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I know that it seems like cruise control is congested, maybe.
I am congested.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but maybe he's like secretly crying.
Shut up! Don't
It could be.
Oh.
It could be.
Don't do that!
Yeah.
Don't do
Dude.
that, Louie! Don't do that to me!
This is not a sinus issue.
Don't
No,
break me.
no.
Now
A
the
little
truth comes out.
heartbreak.
Wow. Damn. That's crazy. So
I got a little cold, so
anyway,
But I love that you would ask me for the appropriateness of a gift because
did.
I'm always going to err on the side of the inappropriate. It
Of course.
just is just the way I'm going to go.
and that's why I figured if somebody else might have dissuaded me from doing it.
No.
Whereas with you were like, yeah, you should. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Now-
I might not have even thought about it.
Now,
I would just
see-
be like, yep. Do
see, this is the thing.
You're
This-
discerning.
Yes, I'm like, wait a second here, because
That's why I didn't run it by you.
of course, because you knew I would have said, dude, this is a professional thing, it's a work thing. But first of all, how did that conversation end? Like that conversation ended. How did that? You said you talked to her about stuff, and I mean, did you guys did you go, listen? That's really condescending, and I don't think you should talk.
Actually, no. We were kind of. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of laughing because it took like. Okay.
It took him by surprise. Okay,
Yeah,
it took him by
it did.
surprise.
Okay, so
Yeah.
was she laughing?
Oh yeah, she was laughing too, and especially when we brought up the adult wipes, and she was like,
Mhm.
and so I was like, oh, all righty then. So when the day we did our gift exchange, of course, she got her box of adult wipes, and I think, dude, I actually drove the point home because she was kind of laughing about it, but then she made some comment about, oh, that must be what you think of me, or something like that, or something about what you think of me, or it's what you
Turnabout
think.
is fair play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Why would it be what you think of me?
Well, obviously,
Because
How are you
be-
that wrapped up in yourself?
That's exactly where I was
you-
going to say. That's
Ah.
exactly what I was going to say.
Do we think
Hold
of
on.
you other than you're very much fodder for our show?
Yeah, right. We clowned the shit out of you on here a bunch of times.
I hate to say, but no.
No.
And why would you even say
Capital-
that? Laugh and leave it alone.
Right.
Yeah. Capital F and no, dude. Now here's the thing. So you think that was a great thing.
And well, you know what? It's gotten her to back off a little bit. She doesn't she doesn't act
Mhm.
the same way she did around me before. You know, I mean, she's
Yeah.
cordial
Now,
to me.
and
She'll
you did
talk to me.
though. You did that in front of everybody. The Secret Santa
Yes,
thing.
sir. That was everybody.
First of all, fuck that Secret Santa shit for people in an office, man. They got to get gifts for people that you got to draw a thing in for an office, a group of people that you're not even working with, really.
No,
Fuck that
I mean
shit.
we work with
It's
them, but
so
not directly.
junior high.
It's
It's
so
it's so
it's so court,
ridiculous.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh, we
Oh, yeah.
gotta do.
I
I
don't
gotta buy you
participate in
some.
it. I
I gotta
don't
buy you some
participate in it.
shits that I don't even. I gotta draw a name. Oh, I got Laura who tells me that I can't wipe my ass with my own fucking goatee. Oh
Goatee.
yay!
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it did kind of send the message a little bit because, like I said, her demeanor's changed around me a lot now. It's not the same way as it.
I don't know. She might be going. Oh, we get each other's sense of humor or something. Maybe she
No,
thinks that
I
you're
think if someone gives you adult wipes at a
In front of-
Christmas party,
Yeah,
your demeanor is going to shift.
yeah
totally.
shit
It's gonna
shift.
shit.
Slightly.
It's gonna go to shit. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
It's going to shift down. You know, it's
Oh,
it's going
totally.
to be whoops. Which is why I, Koala, thought it
Condoned
was a good idea because clearly you're still talking to this woman, and you shouldn't be. And
Well,
so
I
I
have
thought, look,
to. I work with
if you
her.
give her adult wipes, you don't have
No,
to
you
talk to
don't.
anybody.
You don't have to talk to anybody you want to, man. You don't have
No.
to. That's all you. That's your putting. Oh, I have to talk. No, you don't.
I mean, it's work. I
You
got
have
to
to
work
say
with this
yes and
person.
thank you
You
and
can say
please.
yes, and that's all you have to say. You don't have to be cordial with. You don't have to
He
have a
loves that
conversation.
attention. He loves that attention from the Maxi Melt.
I don't think it's that. If anything, it's good because, like I said, she's backed off. She's not as
Right.
in my grill, and so I think it worked out. I think it was good. I think it did what it was supposed to.
Yeah, well, I'm open for other if anyone needs any other help,
Any other gift
just
ideas?
come by.
Did you need any other gift ideas?
Right. Just come down to Koala. She'll help you.
So nothing. So you haven't heard from anything since from her then?
No,
Right.
but I haven't been to work. I'm taking.
Yeah.
I've taken 2 weeks off, so I'm not sure what the hell.
So what was the last? So you have no idea how she's really going to react.
Oh, so you could
you
find
don't-
something on your desk.
Well, we did the Secret Santa. Let's see, like 2 Mondays ago, when I was still at work. Was it a Monday? Yeah, it was either Monday or Tuesday. So I had several days with her there at work. But nothing happened.
Yeah.
It was chill. So yeah, that was the deal.
Had some time to get
So
a little
the-
depressed over the holidays. She said time to.
Yeah, time to think
Yeah.
about it and go, I really have learned my lesson and I just want you to know.
well,
OT.
thank
I
God.
poured my heart and
You know
soul.
what? I realize what the truth is. You want to role play with me while you were wearing adult diapers.
No, you want to wipe my ass and
You want
pussy
to wipe. Yeah, you want
after
to
I
wipe.
shit myself.
Yes, that's what you. I know what you really want now. I see the hints. You can't hide from me, goatee boy. I know what you want. Put on these depends and be my
Make a
new
few
friend.
friends.
Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, come on. It's like you get the complete wrong thing. You come in one day, she's in your office and wearing depends and nothing else. Going,
Oh shit! Wow, damn, you're gonna give me nightmares, dude.
you're like, come here, big daddy. I
Wow.
I got something hot and thick sitting in here waiting for you.
Oh,
I wonder if he would think differently of her if he got a chance to feel her feet, though.
no, I don't even.
Yeah,
I have no
maybe.
interest in doing anything with her, man. I have no interest in any of that with her. We could be at a swimming pool chilling, and I would not be interested.
What if you could
Yeah,
feel
right. I
a
don't
whole
believe that,
bunch of
bro.
feet?
I don't believe that, bro.
Why not? You think I'm that much of a fucking?
I think Koala has a good idea here. I want to hear her take on this.
So you've got this whole row of women sitting.
It's
in
like it's
chairs.
almost like a blind foot test, right?
Yes, you get to feel all the feet. You can't. None of them can talk. All right,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and you got to go foot to foot, toe to toe. Whatever you got to do.
Whatever you gotta
That's
do,
your
right.
fetish. And then you go, then damn, this is the hot pair of feet, and it's her.
And then she says, Hi,
Goatee!
goatee.
Yeah, that
And
would totally
charges
ruin
at
it.
you with the adult wipe.
Oh man,
That would totally ruin it, I think.
I don't know. Do you think?
See, because you got to remember it's connected to the person. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, the feet feel hot. You know, it's like, well, you know, who's this person? You know, is this
I
if it's
still
say
want to
it's
see it though. I do.
say if it's a
I
foot
kinda
that
wanna-
belongs to like a 3-year-old, you know, it's like
Well,
you
no,
know,
but you would know if it was a foot
you
that
would
belonged to
know
a
you
3-year-old. I mean,
exactly.
unless
You would
it's a
know that.
dwarf.
not all the times, unless it's a dwarf chick.
I think even dwarf chicks have bigger feet than
Bigger
3-year-olds.
feet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I never, you know what? I never really groped a dwarf chick.
You never really. You know
I
what?
never
By the way, I've never really groped a dwarf chick.
a
either.
dwarf chick. You know, I just want to let you know I've never
That
groped
is
a
a classic line for 2024.
Seriously,
I
I've
have
never
never
even
really
groped a dwarf chick.
dwarf chick.
You know, if
I
I groped,
haven't.
the good thing
You know
about
what,
groping
guys?
a
That might be my thing for 2025 is to grope a dwarf chick.
yeah, I did once, but it was under the table.
But
Uh,
dang. That's a low. You know what? That's a low blow. All right, that's below the belt.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I feel so small now. Don't get
That's
short
the
with
little
me.
people.
How do you
That's
think she
so-
feels?
Little people.
You
How
know,
do you think she feels?
you got too many endorphins going on there.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh shit. Anyway, so yes, that was some excitement. That was my little story I wanted to share with you guys. Just to kind of give you
Yeah, I'm thinking that she saw something like that. Because
about this.
I just saw that thing about Tommy Edman. I was just kind of scrolling through stuff, and I was like, oh, this guy, and I didn't even know he was blind. He was critiquing music or something like that. I was like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. And then he's like, I wonder what people think it's like to be a blind person. I was like, oh shit, he's blind.
Oh,
Okay, I
dear.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. Actually, I watch his shit sometimes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he seems pretty cool, pretty
Yeah.
knowledgeable and stuff.
yeah.
So
yeah.
here's the question. I don't believe any one of the four of us now, barring any flu-related accidents or food poisoning,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
have any of us? Because I can honestly say no. Have any of us not wiped to the fulfillment of what we needed to do?
Nope.
You know what?
Depends.
It depends.
Oh, well,
You know what?
Cruise Control
I've had
said he
some-
has.
Yeah, I've had some times where I haven't wiped as well as
Just
I
ruined
should have.
it.
Cruise Control said earlier that he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. He likes walking out with shit caked to his butthole. No, but you know what? Actually, for me though, I have had some
he
times
likes
where
he likes having ET to come home.
Damn. Well, either way,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it's sort of like it's an easy thing. You wipe. and-
Well, it is.
And then you're done wiping, and hopefully you're dry back there, and you.
Well, the thing is, you're talking about when you got certain beer when you drink beer or anything like that, you get mud butt, so you got to.
Yeah.
Oh, did you used to get the beer squirts?
not even for beer, but like also, you got to remember,
see.
I live in the desert, so my ass.
I don't know,
sweats.
man. Ever since I stopped drinking, I got fucking my shit's like a damn ghost, dude. I don't even realize it.
Hey, by the way, what was the term
Like-
the term your brother used the other day, man, about when you wipe and there's no toilet paper or there's no shit on the toilet paper? What did he call it?
Ghost.
It was-
Ghost.
No, he had another name. It was something, it rhymed. It was pretty funny.
I think it was from Eddie Murphy. What was it from? Oh God.
Boogie in your butt. That's
No,
one
no.
of the-
It was the clean something, but it rhymed. It was funny as fuck, and I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Either way, I just maybe I'll ask him on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're friends. Could ask him.
I just never had a problem with cleaning up back there. I don't know.
I just
Maybe I'm
normally
fastidious.
don't,
I don't
but-
know if I.
It's just amazing though how like you're talking. It's all basically a lack of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically what it is this woman just literally couldn't even think that was an insulting question.
Right.
And then what you did to her, hopefully that will make,
Make her think a little bit.
yeah.
Make her think twice about asking stupid questions.
Exactly.
Maybe.
We
I mean,
know.
I know that's the point, and I just hope it works.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, she's backed off a lot. But she doesn't just come in. Not the whole "I miss you" goatee, all that bullshit she was doing before.
Well, she doesn't miss you now. She's like, God damn it, goatee.
She's like, fuck goatee, fuck goatee.
You could have got me a better present, goatee.
Which is okay. Yeah, I could have got her. But it was great because it was in front of everybody. It was just like, like, here you go. Here's some adult wipes for you. And those who didn't understand the joke, I know there were a few that were like, what? And I was like, oh, it was a conversation. It's a running joke.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
That's what you get when you have Secret Santas, because it's a bullshit thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing worse. Nothing worse.
Yeah,
Oh, and by the way, I've been regifting a lot of shit too. Like I've gone to a lot of these white elephant things, and I wind up taking whatever the hell I get there and just going, oh, I got another party in 2 days. I'm just gonna bring this and regift it there again.
Cheapskate. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
There is nothing wrong with the regift.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's all crap too. It's all stuff you're never gonna use.
Never gonna use,
bath soaps and shit and hand lotions.
Well, or it's something that they think like, because I like nice colognes and things like that, but I like what I like. And so my brother sent me this gift set, and I know he just picked it up on sale, and they all smell like burned caramel to me.
Oh,
so
no.
I immediately tossed them in the trash, and there's so nothing I would wear. And but yet I love the thought. It was like, it was the sweetest thing that he would do that. But
and when it comes to exactly. When it comes to gifts, you just say that you like it, even if you don't, and you roll on, you move on, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I kept it vague. I said, I love cologne. It's lovely.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, but he's your brother, though. He knows your little tone of voice and little.
No, he
little
didn't have
things.
a clue. He didn't have a clue.
Oh, really?
No, he's the sweet one. He has no clue.
Man,
wow.
Because I mean, I don't have a sister. I only have two brothers, but I would imagine that I would know my sister's sarcastic voice or her.
Well, I didn't say it exactly with that tone. I said it a little lighter. Just
okay.
It was a little lighter.
Yeah, all right.
but he doesn't know, and I said, no, I love cologne. Thank you very much. And it just, and he rolled off into some other tangent. So it was fine as far as I know.
Okay, so what? But what happens if he gets you the same cologne because he thinks that you like that one? He thinks that's your style.
I toss it out again.
What do you toss it out again? Wouldn't you want him to get you a decent cologne that you like or perfume that you like? Whatever.
Well, okay, maybe then I would say, I found this other one that's similar to the one you bought me.
That makes sense.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know how erratic he is. So he's just it's gonna. So this is what I call it. My mom was cracking up. I said, this is the new IHOP gift card. Because for years, he would give me IHOP gift cards. Now, I never eat at IHOP. I just don't. I think we have one somewhere in Novato, and I just don't go. I don't really do pancakes. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I give it away to someone who wants it. But after a while, my nephew got him to stop giving me the IHOP gift card. He said, maybe give her a grocery store gift card because, she doesn't go out she's limited on her diet and this and that. And so, but mom was cracking up. I'm like, this is the new IHOP gift card. I already see this. It's going to be going on and on and on.
He gets you the same thing every year? Is this like?
No, he gets what's. You have to understand. So my brother is the sweetest person in the world. He had a meth habit and struggled with some alcohol, so he's a little bit wet in the brain.
Gotcha.
and he's trying to just be the nicest person he can be. And if he found something nice that was on sale, his whole thing is, oh, my sister loves cologne or perfume or bath products. I'm just going to get her that. Or she likes to go out to eat. I'm going to get her that. But not really delving into she likes this exactly because
I think your idea of saying the thought is the thing that counts is kind of good because it's like, well, he tried at
yeah.
least. Some people don't even
Right.
try, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, he sent me something that he thought I would like. And that was lovely, and he's the sweetest person for doing that. And I love that. It just, it missed the mark, but that's okay.
So
A lot of people don't even try.
we don't even do gifts anymore. I mean, it's just like, what's the point? You can't really shop for somebody when if they're not a kid, you don't know what their hobbies are or whatever, then you're kind of like, okay, what am I going to get? My Best Buy gift card, So like my mom called me the other day. Cruise Control was over here, actually, when this happened, and she was like, "Got to ask you, what do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "What are you fucking kidding?" Like, what do you think I'm going to ask for? A CNC toy or some shit, or a partridge in a pear tree? So yeah,
That would be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, the thing is that you could say, well, I like Best Buy. You can give me a Best Buy card. That'd be awesome. Or whatever,
I don't
whatever
want
you like.
anything though, really. I'm just kind of like, you don't have to
Yeah,
give me anything.
I'm the same way, but I'd rather have a gift card that I can use to go wherever I want. I mean, unless they know me
Yes.
well enough to like be like, hey, this is what he actually likes. But like, you give me something that I can actually use, then I can buy something for myself because I don't like buying stuff for myself anyway, right? So
Right.
so
Yeah.
so if somebody gives me like, hey, you got $25 to buy something for yourself that you didn't have to spend the money for. Hey, sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'm the same. I mean, gift like people say, oh, like gift cards and stuff like that. But man, shit, whatever you want to get me or whatever.
Yeah.
And the same thing but like a lot of that, like you said, it has to do with the whole Secret Santa thing. Like, you gotta get somebody something, and then you gotta fucking
There's an obligation. Yeah.
yeah. It's like it's the same thing with like you gotta find somebody to get. It's all based around that. Like, I don't know.
That's why it's all bullshit. That's why I'm like, I'm not participating this year. In any of that shit.
I bake and then I give people cookies, and if they don't want them, they give them away because somebody's gonna want them.
Oh, that's the one good thing about this
That's
year.
actually a very good.
Because
what's one good thing about this year? Well, Mr. Griper about everything.
Well, check this out. My old assistant used to make these cookies every year.
And they sucked.
Oh, the bad
disgusting.
cookies. Oh dear.
And now you don't have the same assistant.
No, so I don't have to eat those cookies anymore. What she would do is get.
So how's the new assistant? She doesn't.
Oh, she's great. She's awesome. As a matter of fact, I gave her the opportunity. I said, if you wanted to work, to make up for the 2 weeks I'm gone, you can. And she's like, no, I just want to take it off. And I'm like, okay. Whereas my other assistant, oh my God, I missed a day and it was like, I missed out, blah, 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 ungrateful, which kind of is a nice little seg into kind of what we're going to cover anyway. But anyway, yeah, I don't have to eat those nasty.
No, what you are going to cover.
Oh no, Cruise Control and I talked about it too.
I was going to say you segue into your own topics.
Well, we were going to definitely talk about the year as far as like what kind of year it's been for us and some of this, some of our reflections.
Do we have any
much better than 2023? I tell you that.
Oh man, it's been actually. I think it's been a pretty cool year.
See, no, this year sucked ass.
Yeah, see, I could tell. I could already tell Koala was going to say.
Oh, for Koala.
By the way, first of all, how for all of our viewers and for ourselves as well, how are you feeling? And are you any better?
Health wise, yeah.
Actually, I've almost kicked it in the ass, and
nice.
so in that way, we're a lot better as far as I know, and I'm no longer in the acute congestive heart failure category. I'm at chronic, which only means my heart is weaker, but still progressing and almost right back to where it needs to be. So they're
nice.
Amazed that I did it in 4 months.
You're not completely a failure.
I'm not completely a failure. Only partly.
Wow.
I'm only
And it only
partly.
took you, took you 7 doctors and 25 meds.
Mm-hmm. No.
Something like that, right?
No. I only took well, the fourth med I left off when I was on the ground. And then so the fifth med I actually have been taking with caution and got rid of the fourth med and then got rid of the third med. So I'm only on 3 things and like baby aspirin quality. So it's like the doctor said, you're on such a low dose. Don't even, if you start to feel side effects, of course, we want to take blood panel and we want to make sure that everything's okay. But no, we think you're going to be fine, and just stay with your diet, stay with what you're doing. But you're not out of the woods yet. You just have to keep doing exactly what you're doing. You don't get a pass yet, but keep going along the lines you're going. So that's what I'm doing.
That's cool. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's working out. But okay, other than that though,
But my sister
how's
just
the
went
rest
to
of the year been for you?
my sister just went to the emergency room tonight and just cussed
Oh,
my
geez.
mom out literally half hour before I got on the phone with you guys. Told her to fuck off and and I'm just done. And I just said, you know what, Mom, I'm sorry. If you want to put up with this shit, that's fine. And I support you, but this is just a broken record. And I don't know what to do for her anymore, and I'm sure you don't. So it's just a lot of truth telling this year, I think, is where I'm at.
Did she hurt herself? Is that
No, I think it's another wah, wah, wah.
Oh, I'm just having
But I don't know. I don't know
okay,
for sure.
okay.
I don't know for sure. She's bipolar. She's got all kinds of shit wrong with her, but we have a tumultuous relationship, and I just see it as we were starting to bond, and then I saw her starting to set me up to, punch me in the gut again mentally. So I'm not going to do it. And then, she didn't want to come to Christmas Eve, and I made a nice dinner, and who cares? Mom came, and it was lovely. So it's just been a lot of truth telling at the end of the year. And that can get exhausting. It's very freeing, but it's also a little exhausting. So,
Yeah, I guess it would be because all of a sudden you're like, holy shit. Like, it forces you to look at stuff that you before were like, no, this can't be right. Like you saw it, but you didn't want to believe it. You know what I mean?
well, and also just it's not me being a bad person. It's not me being weaker. It's just honestly, it's just you guys are the way you are, and I can't fucking help you.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking help it. And if there's anything that I can do to contribute to our relationship that I'm not doing, lay it out. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it because I might not agree with it.
Right.
But, just I'm just all about trying to be honest now, which is not always a comfortable place, but it does feel better and less confining. And, but yeah, this year's been kind of a crazy, crazy year, but a good year too. I learned a lot of stuff.
It's funny you're talking about that, about just accepting that you are the way you are. I had a really great holiday with my family. Overall, great year myself, but just going into just accepting that they're who they are, and you just gotta love them and kind of deal with what they are. And because they're both my family, they're all batshit crazy, but I love them. And I love them. So, but at least in my case, which is kind of good, which is unfortunately that didn't happen with you, is that you're at the point where like, fuck this, I'm not dealing with this shit. Well, I'm at the point of like, everything seems to be going okay at this time. But I'm ready for when it doesn't. But I'm kind of just grateful that it's going well right now, and I'm just like, you know what, this is good. This is a great time. Grateful things are going. I'm going to be ready for things to go bullshit wise, because drama just seems, even just little things, drama just seems to create itself with certain people. So, but yeah, that's just interesting that you talked about that, because I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, God, I really just kind of let a lot of shit go, and just kind of like, oh wow, the other shit that he's gonna worried about my brother drinking too much, and I'm worried about this. And now I'm just like, they're gonna do this shit, and fucking whatever.
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do.
You know,
kind of feels good. You know, you just
yeah.
when you can get there, and that's a hard place to get to,
Hmm.
but when you can get there and you just realize there's nothing I can do about that. What I can do is I can change how I react to it, but there's nothing I can do about
Hmm.
what happened. And I can choose to leave, I can choose to stay, I can choose to blow up. I can, I have a lot of freedoms, but I can't control that.
Right, right.
And it really is very mind shifting, where you get to that point and you kind of feel, oh, God, I got a weight lifted off my shoulders. You
Yeah.
know?
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you guys, for me, it's been a year of
No, that
change.
sounded like her year went pretty all right.
It did go pretty all right. I mean,
Yeah.
it ended up pretty all right, but it
Yeah.
was a
It was rough.
shitstorm to get through it.
Yeah, it
The
was
process
rough.
The
was.
Yeah,
journey.
Like
Yeah.
fighting,
yeah, the
fighting through it.
process.
That's
See,
kind of the same way 2023 for me. Like the whole year was brutal, but by the end of
oh,
it, I was like, all right, at the end of the year, I felt really good. I had a decent Christmas. And some fucked up shit happened this year, but anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Max, go ahead.
oh, what I was gonna say is for me, this has been a year of change. And
Yes,
and listen,
absolutely.
for a guy who hates change, that was a motherfucker for me to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like we were moving offices. I didn't want to do that. So I was kicking and
Do-do-do,
screaming
do-do-do,
the whole time.
do-do-do.
And but yay. Hey, your favorite. Yes. Oh, I'm surprised there, Koala.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, but you know what? All these changes were positive if you trip. So moving offices, the new place is great. It's a much better location. Getting a new assistant, that was the thing I needed to do for a while that all you guys were on my ass for. What else?
You
Getting
got a new girlfriend? Goatee?
Oh God, fuck
Goatee.
you.
I
That's
have the wipes.
don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
know
You
I
got
brought the trash can in here for a reason. I thought it was for the beers, but apparently it's for other
you
things.
got the adult wipes, dude. You guys can have
Yeah.
some fun with
She
that.
can wipe her fucking quesadilla con extra ceviche. Yep.
Oh God.
But no, seriously, it was a year where there was a lot of change, but every change was positive. And in hindsight, it's been a great year because of that. Like, damn, I needed to do this. Why did it take me so long to do these things? And when I finally got the change, it's like, wow, this is great. This is cool. So,
Yeah.
even the blind shell, that was a change too.
Like, yeah. Didn't that happen last year?
I totally forgot
Nope,
about that,
that
dude.
was the
It
beginning of
happened
this
this
year.
year.
That
It
was
happened this year too,
Was
right?
it this
that was
year?
that was
Like
January.
February, right?
Oh,
Or
it
February, yeah,
was.
February.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right. Blank
Dang.
shell.
The blank shell, man.
Wow.
So yeah, all these changes, man, all these things I was scared about, because like I said, I hate change. I'm not gonna lie, and now this time I was forced to make these changes, and again, I'm kicking and screaming. I don't like it. I don't like it. But once I made the change, I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool.
All
So
right.
so yeah,
So
that was mine.
so Lou, what about you, man? How do you
What's
feel
yours?
your
Yeah.
went?
I didn't break my leg.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
Did you get a new duck dog?
no, well, yeah, I got a new dog at the end of last year, and
Oh,
she's still with us.
so she replaced
So,
duck dog.
here she replaces that.
Okay. Duck dog. I'm always going to refer to her
Yes.
as duck dog. I'm sorry, man.
Duck
So,
dog. That's funny.
what kind of year was it for you, man? What do you think? How you feeling?
I'm trying to think, man. It just kind of went by in a blur. At least last year just seemed like everything went wrong. Like
For
something was
everyone.
always happening. Yeah, for
Yes.
everyone. And this year just seemed like, I don't know, normal, which
Huh.
is fine. And I think the political stuff took over for a while.
Mm, yeah.
It took over for a while. Like everything I was watching on YouTube was all politics. And now I'm getting back to my I'm getting back to my sovereign citizens and
Well,
and
I'm glad. That's
and
another thing I'm glad that changed this year was who we're going to have in office next year.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
Of
we
course,
couldn't
of course.
have any more Biden Kamala mafia. That shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
But I mean, just I think all that kind of took over for a while. now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of sick of the politics already. Like, I'll even watch the channels sometimes that will continue to start talking about, oh, look at the liberals, they're crying and all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm over the political stuff. I think I'm gonna go back to my old stuff that I
Back to
used to
life, man.
watch, back to like, right, watching crime documentaries and stuff about
Sovereign
sovereign
citizen
citizens
videos.
and comedy and just other things other than, oh, what's Kamala doing today and what's Trump doing today. It's like, oh my gosh, I think I was just like so involved in that.
Yeah.
And
I think it can
maybe that's
consume
why
you.
maybe that's why it was kind of a blur, because it was just like, yeah, I don't remember half the year because most of it was just inundated with all that, and I'm like,
Mm.
I'm kind of
Ah,
coming back to my senses. Like, all right, cool. I mean, everything's died down. We'll figure it out as we
well,
go along. But
I,
I
I
don't know.
think I think there was a lot of uncertainty too, because I used to hear that from my
Yeah,
mom and my brother, and they'd say, "Oh, it's going to be an interesting year for politics. I don't know what's going to
yeah,
happen." Blah blah blah.
yeah.
But just kind of seeing how things were, I could tell that people weren't happy with Biden,
Yeah.
and not even the liberals. So I was kind of like,
And
nice.
then I'm a big like Dodgers fan. My Dodgers won this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
I kind of got back into a little bit back into baseball again. Like, oh wow, they're doing pretty good this year. Wow, let's see, let's see what happens.
I wish I
Damn.
could do the
And
same thing with my Lakers, but I can't at
eh.
this point.
Speaking of baseball, we're getting the Oakland A's, man. We're
Oh
getting
yeah,
the A's are going to be our team, I guess.
gonna be the Las
Yeah.
Vegas A's, huh?
Las Vegas A's, which I think how's our mutual friend who's an A's fan, Cruise Control? Is he
Mhm.
pissed about that? I couldn't remember.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in
Well, what's
literally.
what's
Oh,
crazy
I
is
thought maybe
like
his posts or something might
so
have keep.
last year, from what I mean, I didn't keep track of baseball as much as I'm starting to keep track of it now. But
Uh,
last year, 2023 was like one of their worst years. I think they lost like 100 and something games. Like they were the
They
bottom of the
did not
division.
do well.
Yeah,
really?
and
No, they were
and
terrible.
and they and some of the fans were like, "Sell the team." They kept yelling, "Sell the team, sell the team." And so I don't know.
Oh,
I think some fans are like, "Finally, you did it. Finally, you pulled the trigger
right.
and you you moved them out
This
of
is
here."
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. There might be some mixed feelings from A's fans about the move.
Maybe
Yep.
so. Well, I guess we'll have to
We'll
see
see. Yeah,
when
we'll
they
see.
come
It's
here.
just I can't. They destroyed, of course, a Vegas landmark to do it, of course, because they're making their new stadium right where the
Wow.
Yeah,
Tropicana
the
was. So
Tropicana.
Another Vegas staple just destroyed because they
Wow.
got to make some fucking stadium.
And
So
see, that's the thing too. It's
what about the Raiders? Where do they go? Where do they?
oh, they got what is it? Raiders. They have their own shit now.
Yeah, they got that stadium out there. So you got two of our Oakland teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we now have
right.
the Raiders and we now have the A's. We'll be getting the
Well,
A's.
good for you.
So I don't say it's good.
Yeah,
Listen,
two
I'm not
sorry
a
teams.
I'm not a
Great.
Raider fan. I'll tell you that much. I'm no
I
Raider.
used to be. I used to be. I
Matter of
would.
I
fact, the
used to be
Raiders.
a long time ago. It used to be a long time ago when they were the LA Raiders.
Oh, you liked them then, huh? In the
Yeah, I
'90s,
like
like,
yeah, in the late 80s, early 90s back then. And they sucked
damn.
they sucked back then too. But
I
we had
liked
the
them when they
gear.
did the comeback, and I was a Tim Brown fan, and
Oh, that
uh,
Super Bowl was horrible though, man. I was
oh
crying.
yeah, it was
I was
horrible.
like,
Yes,
man,
dude, it was terrible, terrible.
that was horrible.
It was a terrible Super Bowl.
Which one
Terrible.
was that?
The
I think it was 2002.
Oh yeah. That was awful. Yeah,
When they were with Tampa Bay. Yeah,
oh,
terrible.
terrible,
That was
terrible.
before Max was it. Now, see, Max kind of a Max watches
I'm
football
a
now.
Johnny Come Lately sports fan, man, for real. Like,
Well, you just do it because if you didn't, you'd be bored at the bar because everyone would be yelling and it'd be loud. And so you're like,
yeah,
well,
and be like, oh, what are they getting so worked up over? Well, I've
So what kind of a fan are you right now? What
uh,
do you
well, I'll tell you, I'm a well.
A's and Raiders.
Oh no, no,
Raiders?
no, 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 definitely
Okay.
not. I'm a Packer fan, motherfuckers.
Okay.
So the Green Bay
Really,
Packers,
Green Bay.
yeah.
What's really weird?
so
A
because
lot
it's
of people here
Packer bar.
a lot of people here in Texas, they're either Cowboys fans or they're Packers fans. And I'm like, how did that happen?
Oh,
How
now
does that work? But it's
I don't
true.
know. That's weird. Well, I'll tell you this: I hate the Chiefs, the Kansas City Queefs. Fuck them. I do not like the Chiefs. So,
Yeah.
And who's another team that I really?
You should be a Raiders fan. The Raiders are like anti-Chiefs, completely
Uh,
anti-Chiefs.
I don't. I just don't like the Raiders. I don't like what they bring here. They're just. I don't know.
I mean,
They're-
they stink to high heaven. They always have. Just,
I mean,
they got that.
just
They had that
just the.
those 2 good years, 1984 and 2002.
Well, then
That's
you
pretty
have
much
these.
it.
You
It's
have these
true.
well, I
That's
mean,
true.
and the one player that ran that woman down going 100 miles an hour. Remember that
Mm-mm.
piece of shit?
Nope.
Oh, there's
No.
this is when they were here, and the guy's name was
Hmm.
Henry Rugg, and he was driving up. I think it was Rainbow, one of these streets here, and he hit this woman from behind. He's drunk. He was going 100 miles an hour, and he kills her. She had her dog with her.
Oh, dang.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's that kind of
What a
scumbag
mess.
shit.
Right,
So-
right.
Just not really into the Raiders and the riffraff they bring, man. That just not cool with it.
Yeah.
The riffraff. The
But-
Oh, no.
riffraff.
He might
you're
he
right.
might be correct on the riffraff.
No,
thing.
you're absolutely
The
right.
riffraff,
It is
For
riffraff.
Raiders,
definitely.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He
There's-
might be correct because
No,
A
you're
lot of
absolutely-
riff,
absolutely
a lot
right.
of raff.
my some of my cousins, they're kind of like Mexican gangster vato cholo guys, right?
Orale, they love the Raiders.
Yeah.
eh?
They love the Raiders, right?
Uh-huh.
But they tell me I don't like going to the games because they act too crazy out there.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
yeah.
even they say that they act too crazy, and
I'm sure.
they're not afraid of hardly anything. You know what I mean?
Just
they're
think,
like-
if you're going to a ball game and you're
Yeah.
afraid of gangs, there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, not just it wasn't gangs, but it's just like people are like you're trying to watch a game and people are like throwing beer bottles at people and doing
that's what I'm saying. Just
weird
crazy
stuff,
behavior.
crazy
you know?
stuff. So
Wow.
I mean, if the fandom has followed them to Las Vegas, then that could be you could be a little bit right about the riffraff thing.
Oh, I'm definitely right about the riffraff thing. Trust me. I'm here, man. I know how it is. We see
Yeah.
this shit. These people
Yeah.
when they have Raiders games, like just
Yeah.
the quality of the clientele and people that are around, it's that kind
Yeah.
of scumbag shit. So,
What a riff, what a raff.
The riff and the raff.
yes.
Well, I mean, and you might have some of the, might have also like Vegas Mafia and stuff like that going to those kinds
Vegas
of games.
Mafia? We don't
Yeah.
have a mafia here
yeah?
anymore.
Yes, you
Oh,
don't. Come on.
your city was built on mafia.
Come on.
Yeah,
have
but there's
a
no more
mafia.
mafia anymore.
Yeah, there
Oh
are.
God.
Oh, no.
I wish the mafia was still here. Let me
Bugsy
tell you,
Siegel, come
the-
on.
The only mafia here is called Boyd Gaming. It's the corporate mafia, which they're just as bad, but well, actually they're probably worse because at least the mafia.
Wait a minute. I believe that's in my family tree.
Oh, are you related to the Boyds?
I'm
Are
gotta
the
look that up.
Sheldons?
Gotta look that up. Could be.
Hmm.
Could be.
Well, either way, it's now become it's
I'm gonna
corporate.
own you, motherfucker. No.
It's California
He
corporate.
said there's no mafia in Las Vegas.
Not anymore. Not
And then he
anymore.
started talking about the Boyds and
That's the only mafia here
Vegas
now.
and mafia. No,
Those are well. Now it's
That
corporate.
just sounds like a goatee in denial.
Well, that's like the one idiot one time was trying to. I guess he was attempting to try to promote the show. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he texted me. He goes, "Hey, do you know any strippers or bookies out there?" I'm like, "Shut up! you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. You're stuck on stupid, and stupid
Does
is
he
moving
want
fast.
stripping bookies?
Strookies.
Rookies?
Cookies.
Yeah, we have these strookies out here. Yeah, he
Bickers.
asked me that. He says
Bickers.
because he was like, "Yeah, man, I could promote." He's a wannabe promoter guy. It's a friend of Sluggo's from back in the day, and the guy
Wait,
just
Sluggo.
Slug. Our friend Slade. Louie knows who he is.
There's no mafia out here.
Well, no, this guy he was
In
like,
front of Sluggo's.
"Do you know any strippers or bookies?" And it's like, "Oh, you
Sluggo's
motherfuckers
no
watch
mafia
way
guy.
too much
I
dumb
promise
TV.
you that.
There's no bookies out here either. People just make bets."
No, but there was a bookie at camp. Hit it, bookie.
Oh my gosh.
That guy. Yes, Bookie Druid.
Bookie Druid.
Yes, he was the guy that went to Camp Bloomfield with us.
His name is
Oh,
Bookie.
boy.
He used to do this terrible rap with this guy Andrew. He's like, "When I don't care what you brought on today, I'm going on the mic and ready to kill it, Bookie."
And would Bookie ever rap? I can't even remember. I don't think he did he?
He would just go, yeah.
Why was there always somebody at the talent show that would do a horrible rap?
Yeah,
Always. Every
fucking year.
Every time.
Because that's camp, man. It's blind people think they're either DJs or rappers.
Our martial artists, remember?
Yeah.
And you just knew when they got up, you're just like, oh.
Like, this is going to suck.
No.
Whatever it's going to be.
I'm sorry, honey.
Yep. It's not good. You're not good.
Yeah.
Oh, but everybody has
let's just get this
talent.
done.
Everyone's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
Maybe that's what happened at the camp that you went to, but the camp we went to, we had some stars.
We
No,
did.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Like Louie Loke, who used to
His name
beatbox for all of us.
I'm just saying every year one of them used to suck. Okay, I didn't say you
Oh
were.
yeah, there was some definite sucketry there.
We had
for
some
sure.
stars. I don't know what you're talking about.
You said one of them used to suck.
Like Greg
Sorry.
Wines. Remember Greg Wines? How dope he was on the mic, man.
What?
There was a kid named Greg Wines. I don't know if you
Yeah,
recall.
he went up. He went up here.
Oh.
He started singing the blues, or he tried to.
Oh, well, because he was trying to be a rapper when he was at Camp Bloomfield. And I remember
Oh no, he was trying to be a blues singer when he was up here.
oh wow. Well, I
Oh
know
my
he was
God.
saying he said
Who was trying
something
to be a
about
rapper?
something and
A
we're
blues
so
singer?
whack or something like that. I was like, I had to correct him. I'm like, dude, you know, whack is a negative term, right? He was like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, homie.
That's about his acumen when it came to what he was doing. Yeah, because he was trying to be a blues singer up here, and
Oh,
he
boy.
just no.
Blues singer, huh?
No,
No.
I can't sing the blues,
no.
baby. That's
Baby
what-
can't sing the blues.
Not singing the blues.
Didn't he have a little keyboard too that he used to bring with him?
He had a little keyboard, and then he was not afraid to commandeer other people's keyboards if they had one.
Oh, right.
And he,
Yeah, but wasn't he the one that played "Come On Baby Light My Fire" by the Doors?
Oh, I think that was him. Was that him?
And he played it pretty dang good.
You know what?
Well,
Yeah,
okay, but
right.
that's neither rap nor blues.
No, it's not.
That's
but
fair.
I mean, he does have a talent.
If it's
He
the
has
same
a
guy,
talent.
I'm
He's
thinking
not
of.
He should
talentless.
stay there.
He's not talentless.
He should stay in that room.
So in other words, keep it on the rock genre or something. Maybe not
From
so
rock
much.
genre, yes.
Not
yeah.
so much. Well, how was his? I mean, I never heard him do blues, so I can't really.
It was bad. It was
Was it?
yeah.
Oh shit.
It was
Da-da-da-da-da.
yeah. It was very and then a lot of wailing. Too much. It was you're like, oh, no, stop.
Damn.
Nice guy though. I liked him. He was a nice
Yeah.
guy.
It was an all right dude. What I remember. Great
Yeah,
wise.
interesting kid. I mean, not somebody I would probably spend a lot of time with, but he was a nice guy, but he just was kind of
What did somebody say at camp one time?
Well,
Greg
he was a
Wise
show
for
off.
his mom.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this guy. I don't remember who it was. It was some kid at camp. He's like, Greg Wines for his mom.
Oh, that's not nice. No, he was just a show off. I don't think he had a lot of self-esteem. But
I mean,
he,
Mm.
which I probably
dislike
didn't
that.
help just now with the whole
Jeez.
bashing him
Yeah,
into
you
the
just took
ground.
him down.
I didn't have an issue with the dude. I thought he was okay. I just thought it was funny. He was trying to rap, and I had to correct him the time when he was saying we are whack, and I'm like, nah. Whack is a bad term, man. You don't want to use that. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
He
'cause
said
he was
we were
like-
whack.
I'm in the cabin, and that's fact. It's me and Max, and we are whack. And I'm like, oh, no, we are not whack.
Right. We ain't whack. Now, how
We
about
ain't
that?
whack.
There.
That's
That-
what
there-
she said.
that'll
We're
fix
on
it.
the attack. We're ready to crack.
Nope.
Yo,
Suck my sack.
Well, my name is
But you know who the
Kevin
dopest
JC,
rapper?
and I'm on the mic.
I was just gonna say the dopest
Jammin'
rapper
JC,
at Camp
baby.
Bloomfield.
Was Jammin' JC.
Jammin' JC.
Well, I'm
I wonder
Jammin'
who that
JC,
was.
and I am the
Wonder who that
baddest.
was.
I don't know, the
Self-contained
guy's
underwater
legendary,
breathing apparatus.
What?
I said, my name is JC, and I am the baddest. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Was that a
What?
line?
No, yeah, that's called.
He spelled scuba.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But back then,
Yeah, damn right,
Okay.
man. You know, my name
Yeah.
is Jeff, and I know what's up. Rocking on the mic like a paper cup.
hey, that's all right. I was pimping B.
Pimpin' B.
Pimping B, dog. Remember? Actually, at EHC, remember I brought my tape for everybody to listen to.
Oh yeah.
That was funny. And we were sitting, I think we were sitting at the
We
campfire.
were rocking that out at the Half Moon Circle.
Rocking on the mic
Yeah,
like
have-
a paper cup.
Teresa
Have-
came down and she was, I hope you guys need
You
to
guys
be here.
shouldn't be playing that
Oh,
stuff over
Why
here.
are you guys playing that Negro music?
Well, no, the funny thing was, like, she and I, even when I was 14, like, I kind of hung out with them and they were adults and she was just trying to show off, "Oh, you shouldn't, you
I gotta
shouldn't
look
do
good.
that." I'm like, whatever.
Damn. all these crazy things, from camp and people and
Yeah, man, but it's great. I was thinking about something, and it's kind of like goes to like having a bad year or a good year, and it's something that I've really just
Tires?
huh?
Tires?
Fires?
Tires.
Oh, good
Good
year.
year.
Oh god.
Oh.
Fuck you, you goddamn motherfucker.
Wow, I was
Oh,
very
yeah.
late to that party.
me too. I was pretty frosty on that one too.
Yeah. Oh, here we all were. We're like, what?
But
What
tires.
are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. He said
I'm
good
gonna-
year, and he says tires. I'm like, oh, okay.
Limp?
What? Who? Here? Where?
But, hey, I got good tires.
Anyway,
I can't even drive 55.
my thought.
Okay, Sammy Hagar.
Right.
Drive
55.
Put on the gas, on the gas, whatever the fuck it is.
One foot on the brake and one on the gas.
Yeah. I've turned 81, 95. I'm happy just to be
on that
alive.
drive. I can't drive.
Drive
Yeah.
And drive. But anyways, I was just thinking about how, and it's a cliche thing. It's just so funny how things are cliche, like how good times will come again, or whatever. But man, for a while last year, like 2023, I was knee deep, and I'm sure, like you said earlier in the year, Koala, you were just like in that. God damn, this fucking sucks. And you lose perspective, and in a part of your mind that it's quote unquote gonna get better. But when you're in it, man, you can't see it, and you can't really see it sometimes.
true.
And so you're like, God
Yeah.
damn, I don't even want to just. There are days in 2023 I couldn't even get out of bed. I didn't even want to get out of bed during that summer, and I was like, "Fuck," and it was. But now I think about it now, and it's just good. I'm trying to remind myself when I get in those moods that a lot of them are just moods, and that they'll pass.
Right. It's not going to stay around forever.
No, it's not going to stay around forever. And there's proof of that. You can look back and go, yes, you were in an absolute shithole in 2023 or earlier in 2024. But things happen and things pull away and, things kind of pull you away from yourself,
I once heard a little saying that, there's a difference between facts and feelings. Feelings are fickle. They change at the turn of a
True, but a fact can always be
a fact is always the truth. It's always there. It always exists.
Well, speaking of which, this is kind of like what you're saying, where you don't see a light in the end of the tunnel, as it were. So this is something.
This is the blind guy.
Oh,
Oh
what?
dear.
Hold on, I missed it. What happened?
I says the blind guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't see the light at the end. Oh, that
of
was
the
a
tunnel.
sighting. You went full sighting.
You went there, bro. Dude, once you go full sighting, you can't go
Blind
back.
guy doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Ah.
God.
So anyway, so here's the thing. Now, this is kind of a shitty thing for my brother. I don't know if you guys knew this, or maybe your
shitty
audience does.
thing. Oh,
Nope.
oh.
Actually, my well, here's the deal.
Adult
My
diaper
brother,
wipe thing?
no adult, no shits, no nothing like that.
Okay.
My brother had a
No
a
goat
detached
cheese
retina.
either.
Sorry.
So my brother's retina detached,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so
They can
he-
reattach it.
well, he's gone in for surgery, and it's been this long ass ramorous thing, and he's been having issues. Even like last Thursday, we had lunch with my mom, and he was
Is
gonna.
that a word?
What's that?
Is that a word?
We're gonna make
As
it one.
as ramorous?
It's been ass ramorous, man.
Yes. Wow.
You know? Sometimes,
All right.
sometimes
All right. Sorry.
Why do
Sometimes the shit
these
just comes out.
ass terms
You've never heard of ass ramorous before?
Yeah, you never heard me say
No.
you've heard butt
Do
fuckulous,
you
but never
ever
ass ramorous.
notice butt fuckulous,
Butt fuckulous,
ass
you've heard butt.
ramorous? They always come up around the new year.
They do.
This one.
Yeah. So it's been pretty ass ramorous
It's when
for
he
my
gets
brother.
in touch with his anus.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been a pretty shitty year, pretty shitty situation for my brother. And it kind of sucks because, like I said, for a while, he was sort of, but here's the positive. And this is what, remember, Louie, I was starting to tell you this on the phone one day when we were talking. I said, I think you're going to have to wait till the show for this. But basically, the one positive from this whole situation is I think he's starting to learn who I am a little better. Because a lot of our arguments, a lot of my brother and my arguments in the past have been due to my vision issue, due to, because he just shit he doesn't understand, a lot of time. Well, he used to say, what difference does it make? And I'm like, it makes a huge difference, and cruise control knows.
Like what? In what situation?
Yeah, specifically.
Oh, yeah, specific. Okay. So before this all happened, he wanted me to come to the Red Rock Casino. They were doing like an 80s night there. And he was like, yeah, man, you should come out there. You might meet some chicks. And I'm just like, I don't think that's really going to be too exciting for me for several reasons. One, it's going to be noisy as fuck. So you can't really carry on a conversation and meet someone. Number two, I can't see somebody from across the room. And, even if they made eye contact, I sure as fuck wouldn't know. They'd have to come up and introduce themselves. But these were things he just did. He was not conceptualizing. He wasn't getting it. And I think now he kind of gets it a little bit.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And there's other stuff too. I mean, he's even told me, he was like, you know what? There's things, man. He goes, I didn't realize why they pissed you off. He's like, now I kind of get it. Like when somebody would just hand him something, be like, here, take this. And he's like, what is it? And they just be like, take it. And he's going, well, what are you giving me? So now I think he understands, because he goes, I used to do that to you. So there's a lot of shit that I think he kind of, he understands me better from this experience, which I think is the one positive from this particular thing.
I noticed that even as a visually impaired person who can see a little bit, somebody will say, hey, hold this for you. And I always ask them, what is it? Now, I don't know why I need to know that, but it's just one of those weird things. It's like
but people are
I have
stupid.
to know what it is. I have to know what it is.
Or here's the worst thing. If somebody hands you something like food, and they say, open up. And you're like, nah.
Oh, heck no. No. I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
Yeah. And they're like, just try it. And you're like,
yeah, no, I don't like that either. That actually makes me very angry.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I had a paratransit driver do that to me one time. He's like, hey, put your hand out. And I put my hand out. He put something in my hand. He goes, try it. And I go, what is that? And he's like, just try it. And I swear to God, we were going back and forth for like 3 to 5 minutes. This thing felt like a cat turd.
Wow.
It was a date. It turns out it was a date. But it's like, motherfucker, why couldn't you just tell me what that was?
Because they got to play games with you because they know they can. Because it's like, oh, he can't see it, so I'm going to play a game. It's like the fucking retarded shit.
No, I think it's more. I think it's more that
sided people that deserve to get their. No,
I think it's more
settle
the
down
idea that
need some counseling for that, sir.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, but we do that in birthday parties, don't we?
Yeah.
We blindfold
Yeah.
people. We, try it, open your mouth, close your eyes. We do that. And so it's actually something that is perceived as a treat. But to us, because we exist in a different world where we're not really sure what things are unless we know exactly what they are on a different level.
Yeah.
We don't
Right,
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
And people don't get that.
Or like,
No.
if somebody's handing me something and they're like, "Hey, hold this for me because I'm gonna try
No,
and
fuck that.
I want you to help me do something, right?"
I don't know what
And
that is.
yeah, right. But I need to know what it is so I know how heavy it's gonna be when it lands in my hand. Like if it's
Right.
something
So
like super heavy,
should I
then I'm
open
gonna
my
be like,
hand
"All
really
right,
wide if it's a large
yeah,
thing or what?
yeah, like let me,
Well,
yeah, like let me
also,
know what it is."
I had an experience when I was in high school, and the one time I was innocent, somebody walked by and they said, "Here, hold this," and it was a
Hmm.
joint.
Oh hell no! See,
Oh.
that's a
So I'm
setup.
not cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck that.
yeah.
No
You
one.
want me to
No.
hold your
If
weed?
someone's not willing to tell you what something is, then just go. I'm not going to hold it. And if they
Yeah.
go,
I don't
Right.
know what that
go
is.
on, say go fuck yourself. Say
And fortunately, I knew what it was, so I flicked it on the floor. So when
Right.
uh the yard
Hall
person
monitor
came
or
up,
whatever. Hmm.
and she was like, "Little Martin, what do you got?" I'm like, "I don't got nothing. I threw it out."
I stepped on it. Fuck that.
So
I,
I said, "Nope, someone handed
nah.
it to me,
She's
and I'm
like,
not going to say who it was, but I
little
threw it
Martin,
out."
what do you got? I ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing, no, bitch.
well, it's like that
Yeah.
stupid fuck. Remember cruise control that time we were at Leopard's house? The asshole that stole the vodka. Remember that guy?
First we got Sluggo, now we got Leopard.
Oh,
I
well, you should know
know
about Leopard.
Sluggo. I like Sluggo.
Sluggo. That's an old.
I'm really into Sluggo. Actually.
That was Slade's nickname. Sluggo.
He's
Slade.
Sluggo.
I think I like Slade better than Sluggo.
Well, that was a guy we went to camp with at Bloomfield.
Okay,
So
well, Slade,
yeah, Slade, Sluggo. But yeah, no, he where how did he even come up? No, it wasn't even him. Oh, I was talking about Leopard. No, there was
Yeah.
this dumbass one time. When we were over at my friend Leopard's house, cruise control was with me. And we were gonna go get some more alcohol at the liquor store. And this guy went with us. And when we got back to the car, he's like, "Hey man, do you ever use your blindness to his best advantage?" I'm like, "Not really." And he's like, "Oh, really? Okay." Well, then I get in the back seat and he puts this bottle of vodka in my lap. And I thought, okay, maybe he just wants me to hold it because he doesn't want to hold it up there or something like that, right? And so we get back to the house and we get out of the car and he starts laughing. And he's like, "Man, I stole that fucking vodka." And I'm like, this dumb son of a bitch threw this vodka in my lap.
Jeez.
So in
Oh,
case we got pulled
no.
over or something.
In case you guys got pulled over.
So
Yeah.
he's using your blindness to his advantage,
Of
not
course
to
he
yours.
was.
Right.
Because he's your
Right.
typical, because sighted people, let's not sugarcoat
He's
it,
just
folks.
being a dipshit.
Well, and a lot of sighted people would love, I call it they enjoy their newfound disability because they can milk the shit out of it. I've even had, dude, I had a silver ride driver. I'll never forget this shit. He dropped me off one day and I walk up to the door at my work and he goes, "Man, I'll be honest with you. You're probably one of the most well put together blind people I've ever picked up."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit." Like he must be picking up some bleatards in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah.
but,
Yeah, and they probably think that that's a compliment, but it's kind of like in a sense, like
It's always backhanded.
It's like a
No.
backhanded compliment.
well,
I
in
mean,
this case, it's a positive.
Yeah, but at least he's being honest by saying that. But
Yeah. But
it's
I'm
almost like
sure-
my expectations of blind people are this, and you exceeded those expectations.
which is
Right.
actually positive.
Great job.
At least I was the one to exceed them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but what are
that's
his
kind of how I think of it
expectations?
too. When somebody
The-
says that about me, I'll
it's a
just
very
be
good
like, okay,
question.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it
Like,
depends
wow,
on.
you're not, it's almost like, wow, so you do wipe your ass when
Without the adult
without the
wipes
adult
and
wipe. That's really great.
Hey, I still use adult
You know.
wipes sometimes, guys. Nothing wrong with adult wipes.
No,
Just
that's
saying.
not the point. The point is that no one, like you said, that's the same kind of thing. Like, wow, you really do. I didn't really need to ask you that question because you actually can wipe your own ass.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I did have something one time. I did go to a doctor, and she asked me. She was like, "Are you able to dress and bathe yourself?" And I was like,
Oh.
"Yes." And so at the end, I asked her. I said, "Let me ask you this: why did you ask that question?" I said, "Are most of the blind people that you've run across not able to do those things?" And she was like, "Actually, yes." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Actually, no.
No.
Here's why
No.
they asked the question.
Well, they asked that for other
They asked
reasons.
that for the reason that
Insurance
if you
reasons,
have
right?
any kind of disability, they have
Mm.
to be seen as making sure you can take care of yourself. So
Right.
she actually bullshitted you on that last answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's
think they
basically
asked-
we have to make sure
Yeah.
that you can take care of yourself so that we're
Yeah.
not doing you a disservice and we
And
don't need to
And
get you
sending you
social
home when you
service
can't.
stuff.
sometimes insurance is just all about that too. Like,
Yep.
okay, this person is actually disabled, so let's make sure that they can actually do things for
Correct.
themselves.
And it's
Correct.
Like
crazy too, because
they'll ask you if you've fallen, and it's like
Mhm. Yep.
I've
that
got those
you ask
questions
that of
though.
old people, but you also ask that of like other disabled people
I mean,
too.
Yeah.
there's the
Like
standard.
it's like
Well, there's the standard shit they do ask you. Like, do you have this? Do you have heart problems? Do you have blah blah blah?
sure.
It's like a
Yeah,
whole
but no,
laundry list of
but
shit.
there's that is a very new thing that they're doing now that they're no, trust me, I've
Okay, it's
gone
like a
through the gamut.
CYA thing.
Well, I guess that's true. Doing what you do, being in the business, you kind of know.
Well, no, now going through it, I got
Oh.
asked every time
Oh,
I
that's
go
true. You
into
have it,
the
like
doctor's office, are you able to, do you live on your own? Who helps you? Who,
ah.
they get really into your personal business.
Yeah.
And you have to be really careful how you answer it. It gets really up close and personal. So,
Huh.
yeah.
Weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you do, you just go through and oh God, I have to curb my impulses to be a smartass because
Right.
there's so many times I want to just answer.
But
"Well,
wait. You
I-"
have
Well, and
the ability
and actually, I
to,
had a
to
situation
curb
like that. Okay.
she that means that she's able to curb her smartassness if she needs to.
Oh, I had to do it today. I had a Uber
Is
driver
it
drop me
called?
off.
I guess it would be called managing your smartassness.
Yeah, I'm trying to manage.
Well, here's the thing. I just can't.
Good luck with that.
I can't bring. I mean, yeah, I want to be a
Doing
smart
all
ass,
right.
but there's another part of me that's like I can't humiliate myself because like today I had an Uber driver, right? And when we got back to my house,
Fucking Uber driver, it's fine.
he dropped me
It's
off and
okay.
he says, "Is somebody going to come out and meet you?" And I'm like, I could have played this whole thing and been like, "My mommy's not home." Well, my mom, done a whole act and all that, but I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. Like I can't humiliate myself like that. I just can't. You know what I mean?
But the thing about
Yeah.
Uber drivers, though, let's just say Uber driver, you
Uh-huh.
probably never meet the same. Have you ever met? I mean, you do take Uber quite a bit, though. Have you ever met the same Uber driver?
I have.
You,
I've gotten the
you
same
have.
drivers
Okay.
a couple times, not
Yeah,
too often.
but if you have a bad one, you can always opt out of never
I'm
having
proud of
them
it.
again.
And he wasn't a bad driver. He just, I mean, that was just a dumb bonehead
Dumb
question he
question.
asked. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of like somebody once told me. I went on a date with somebody and she asked me if I could use an escalator. And when I was telling a friend of mine, that that whole thing, he's like, "Dude, you should have got on that escalator and went." And I'm like, "Fuck, I just couldn't do that, man."
Well, that one I kind of find more fair because there are a lot of blind people that I know that don't choose to use escalators.
Really?
Well, because they scoot out really fast.
Yeah, but you put your hand on the rail.
Well, no, you know that, and I know that, and the rest of the world knows that. But
Right.
there are a lot of people that didn't get trained like that. So I think that's a fair question because there's a lot of sighted people who can't use an escalator and they fall, and so it could be a scary thing.
Yeah.
I would be more comfortable with somebody saying, do you use one, and how do you use, or are you comfortable with it, or would you rather the elevator?
Well, and
that
see,
I'm fine with.
No, that's a fair question.
And usually
But
I opt for the stairs because I'm just a badass bitch. So
just what you do.
what I
Yeah,
do.
you're like, I'll take the
But
stairs. Fuck it.
Well, not right now. I take the escalator.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Now that you have the heart issue, though, you might want to think about taking
No,
the
I
escalator.
take the escalator.
Well, you know,
Thank you.
let's see what you did was fine. But like when I went to lunch with my mom and brother the other day, you know, we're going down, we're walking, you know, there's like a couple steps down. So the woman who's walking us to our table, she looks at my mom and says, "Can he do steps okay?" You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of shit where you just want to go,
No. Anything third person, you jump the fuck in there.
Oh, I did. I said my legs work just fine. I can walk down the stairs. And
my
said,
ears
okay.
work just fine. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You're talking shit, you know. So, but yeah, there's a lot of that. It's like, well, you work in customer service, you know. Well, it's not every day I deal with the blind. That's another one too. That actually excuse pisses me off. You know, well, maybe they've never been around someone blind. Well, okay, you know, by that logic.
Well, this is the chance that they can learn it, and that's why you're kind.
Yeah,
Firm,
to a degree.
But kind.
Yeah, that's why you don't be an asshole, because then they'll equate all blind people with assholes.
Well, but
I call it mobster kind. I call it my mobster kind. You know,
your mobster.
Yes, where we're. So
kind?
obviously you've not dealt with this before, and I'm going to explain exactly how it goes.
So you get a little condescending towards them, like, well, let me just educate you.
Yes, they're
you're a dumb ignoramus and you don't know any better.
Exactly.
Well, you know, that's true. It's kind of true.
Golly.
I like
it.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, you guys never thought of that, I guess, but you're right. Just got to put it in their face.
Take it down a little notch. You don't get your temper up. You just explain, no, we're just going to do this. And
yeah. Well, there's an intelligent way to check ignorant fuckers for sure, like buying them adult wipes.
Oh, yes.
And doing it in front of everybody. So, you know.
God. It makes me wonder, though, if you really, really hurt her feelings.
I think I did, because like I said,
probably
she made
did.
Yeah, well, you know, she hurt your feelings and didn't even consider it. So
right, exactly. It was just like, you know, you wouldn't ask any of my other coworkers if, you know, that was the case with them. You know. So
yeah, I guess so.
So
then again,
okay.
Then again, I mean, I don't know, maybe she's just curious about you. I mean, because I know that you don't like her, right, but apparently she likes you.
Yeah.
But no, she likes him because she thinks
because he's disabled and he's a project or something.
Yes, it's a project. Exactly.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I know. I know.
Okay.
I know for a fact. That's
it's not that she thinks that you're.
No, sir. She doesn't even see me as an adult.
You're a cute white boy, you know.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. I mean,
if she truly thought he was a cute white boy, would she ask him how he wiped his ass?
True that.
That's the truth.
You're right. Yep. You got it.
Hey, man,
you got right the mic.
It's like, oh God, I can't wait to suck.
I want to fuck the shit out of him.
I just hope his ass. I can't wait to suck his dick. I just hope his ass doesn't waft up in my face when I'm doing it. I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that if I go down there,
wipes his ass.
What he ate last night.
Here's the thing.
Man,
if I were to pull my dick out on her, you know, she would be totally repulsed. I already know this.
Wait, what?
wait.
If I pull my dick out on her, she'd be totally repulsed. She'd be like, you know, like,
wow, you sound really certain of that, dude.
That's
no wonder she's asking questions. Dude,
she would be totally turned. It would, yeah.
Walking around, go ding.
Yeah, that's what she would think. That's what she would think. Yep.
How do you know that? How do you know that to be true?
How do you not know that to be true? You know what? It's kind of okay. You're kind of getting some of this stuff third person. But if you saw the way she interacts with me,
oh, I know we're fucking with you.
You know, like if I recorded, you know, some of the ways
I was
she talks
not
to
ready
me.
for that one. I'm sorry.
She'd be totally repulsed.
She would be. Like if I'm really this cute white boy,
You
if I pull my dick out, it wouldn't be an
done
issue.
like you should go. You should go. Oh, what, you want to lead me out?
That's
you wanna
what you
lead-
should have done.
You want to lead me out to my ride? Just put her hand right on your hard fucking
On my dick.
your diving
You
board.
should have just yeah.
No. But But you know the what was I gonna say? Just lost my train of thought now. But
I'm just thinking about the whole repulse thing. Like, why would she be repulsed?
oh, she would, because again, she
Because
sees me as
why?
a child. Like that'd be like seeing a
Yeah.
like the 5-year-old's cute, but do you want to see his dick? No, you don't.
Are you sure she treats you like a child, though? I mean,
Yes, sir. Am I sure?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, a lot more than sure.
Maybe she'd go, "Wow, you're not a child." When she saw your fucking
I know we
massive
can't know
fucking
until
salami
you.
fucking hammer,
No,
Silver
No.
hammer.
no,
salami
sir.
hammer, Maxwell salami hammer.
No, sir. She would not.
Oh my god.
Okay,
She
so
would-
okay, maybe I'm getting this all mixed up then, because I see her as just being like a girl who kind of like digs you but doesn't know how to approach you because she's like, oh, you're blind. I don't know how to
But still
I
sees
don't
you
know
as a
how to
child.
do that.
Like certain things she'll say. Like
Okay.
like there was the one time I got a door in my office, and
Yeah.
okay, she's calling me goatee. Come on, man, that's the first thing.
But that's
But you wait. You give people nicknames yourself, and that
Sure,
easy.
but I never-
but you call Slate Sluggo. No, just kidding.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
Hulk,
but
man.
but goatee, he's the goat.
Yeah,
Okay.
goat. Exactly.
So clearly goatee is this obnoxious
Childish. like
yeah.
Okay, wait.
Maybe in her native
Wait,
language, the T is actually spelled out instead of.
how did the goatee come out?
I don't know. I just
Because I
was telling her,
want to say that what you're thinking of as a her treating you like a 5-year-old is more like maybe a language barrier, possibly.
no, she speaks good English. Her English is plenty good. Trust me.
Her English is plenty good.
Yeah.
Her
English is
English
plenty
be-
good.
Her English be good, man.
It is. It's
Believe me, I know.
plenty
I
good.
got certification in that English thing. Her English be pretty good, man.
right.
Well, let's put it this way: she's not like some of the Uber drivers I've had. So
Right.
No,
she surpasses them on that one.
or the Uber drivers that Koala has with the South African accent or whatever they.
Oh, the
Hey,
Arab
hey,
guy.
hey,
Now, question, did you
hey.
ever
Throws the
give
dog-
did you
wants
give
to
her
throw
a
the dog
name?
in the trunk kind of thing? Yeah.
Did you give her a name?
Who?
Did you give her a name? Does she have a name?
In the beginning, yes, I did.
See, that's
Oh,
all you need to know.
That's what I'm saying, though. I don't know if the goatee thing really.
Because if
I
you
think
gave,
I think it does.
I don't think so. Because if you
I
give
don't
her
think
a
it's like.
name,
I don't think.
people have
I
the
don't- I
right to
don't
go,
think it's
oh,
her.
he's giving me a silly name. I'm going to call him a silly name because
Well, if
maybe
she
I
would
don't.
have called me goat, that would be okay.
Why?
Why
do
am
you get
I
to
the
dictate?
female
But goatee?
defending this?
What's goatee? What the fuck is goatee?
Why do you
beard?
have to
That's
defend
like
That's
it?
like a
Kawali.
chin.
If all of a sudden I
What
was
the
like,
fuck is calling
Kawali,
somebody a
wouldn't that
gerbil,
be
dude?
gay as fuck?
It's a beard that's on your chin. It's called a goatee.
No, it's like you know what?
man, come on.
No. Let me give you an
I have
example.
one.
Let me explain. Let me explain here why this is. You meet somebody new. You're just hanging out. He goes, "Hey, by the way, I give girls nicknames because everybody else does that. My God, it's the common courtesy of giving a nickname. It's so serious. Look, hey, what's your nickname? I want to call you Fluffy. All right. Okay, so I'm going to call you Fluffy. Okay, my name is Goat. Okay, Goaty. How dare you? How dare you call me Goaty when
No.
you're
No.
yes,
No,
But how?
no.
I'm not
Okay, so
saying this girl's
I'm trying to
brilliant.
remember.
I'm not saying
mean,
she's smart,
maybe
but
it's-
why couldn't you make that inference? Oh, he gave me a
You-
silly
you could.
nickname.
You
I'm going to
could.
give him a silly nickname and call him Poopy and Doopy Doo.
You could.
Why couldn't you?
You could, but except that he kept asking her not to walk him out to the parking lot.
Oh
and
yeah,
she
I
kept
remember
I
that.
did say
insisting
that.
on doing it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but
And
I mean,
he
that's what
asked her
people-
not
that's
to
what
call him
people do.
goatee.
Okay,
And
but that's
he
what people do. That's what people do when they like somebody too. They're like,
Oh,
yeah, I really
my.
don't want you to. I really don't want you to do that. And they're like, yeah, but I like you. I want to get on. I
But
want to
okay,
walk you
but
out
do
to
you
the
want to
parking
upset
lot.
somebody you like? I mean, I was pretty serious. I was like, you don't need to do this, okay? So don't you want to respect that person's wishes if you like them?
I think if someone's saying they don't want you to do it, you should stop doing it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
That's all I
But
say.
See,
how,
it's
I
all,
know.
how sweet is Maxwell being when he's like, I really don't want you to walk me out to the parking lot.
Oh no,
Well,
we all know.
No.
We all know that was bullshit. We all know he wasn't tough enough on that one.
I
yeah,
wasn't.
he
Yeah, I
wasn't
wasn't
going,
mean.
I ain't doing
No.
that, bitch. No, he's not saying that. He's going, well, it's good, but I do. No.
Well, but but
But
trust
still,
me, she does
See,
talk to
that's
me
what I'm
like a
saying. Like,
no, she does
I
talk to me
don't
like a
know.
child though. Like there was I was starting to tell the story about the office where I have a
No.
door to my office that leads outside, and I keep it
oh
open
dear.
sometimes. And so the mail guy came to my door, and he goes, "This is where packages go?" And I was like, "Oh no, you got to go around the other way." So I said something, and she was at one point she made some comment about, "Oh yeah, let's make sure he goes to the other door because I don't want to scare Goatee, like scare
Oh
me,
no.
So
You got to step up on that one.
well, that's I mean there was nothing.
No, I don't want to scare Goatee.
Mm,
No, that um undermines your professionalism.
exactly,
It does.
Okay.
Amen for that. See,
I'm starting to be on Maxwell's side now.
see,
Okay.
man, yeah, I'm
See,
telling
Okay.
you.
I'm not on Maxwell's side in a way because you got to know who to throw the names out to. Because when you give that kind of thing to a person like no. When you give that kind of thing to a person like this, you are inviting them to treat you like this because they're already stupid. So you invited them into your little world, and now they're like, "Oh, he likes me. Goatee, goatee, go. He's giving me
Wait a
silly
minute
name,
now.
because. But that's the thing. It's like
So you're telling me that as long as you've known him, Cruise Control, he gives girls silly names all the time?
Well, yeah, it's
like
like Koala. It's the same thing.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
that's where Koala came from. So,
That's where Koala came from.
I guess
Okay.
my point is that you if you I think maybe it's more of a discretionary thing about who you even go that way to, because
I think so.
Right.
when you do that kind of stuff, you're allowing yourself to think of her you as cute and allowing her to say stuff to you because she thinks it's cute. She's not taking it like you do. You actually take it like seriously. And she
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
She
Well,
doesn't. And you're like, well, she should call me goat. Why? Why should she fucking call you? Call her a fucking animal name, dude. No one does that in the business office. You did it. And now she's like, oh, I'm going to call him goaty. Sir. Like,
Well,
not
but
because
okay,
she's
but
smart and going, oh, most people would go, I would rather they called me Lauren. So, and
but,
that's
but
what
most of the women I name, they just kind of roll with it, and there it is.
Yeah, but I kind of see where Cruz is going.
Yeah,
with
dude,
it.
you're treating these people like, I mean, what if a woman said, I don't want you to call me that because I think it's treating me like a fucking child?
Well, then I wouldn't do it.
And
Obviously.
okay, exactly. All right. But maybe that's why she treats you because, oh, he's going to treat me like maybe I'll just start calling him a stupid name too. Like,
And you're
Goatee.
also being
Goatee.
normal. You're also
Yeah.
being normal, where she clearly does not get the fact that you're like obviously
Yeah. So
Well, and
it's a
wanting
combo.
nothing to do with her.
Yeah, it's a
and I've
combo
named
of
other
her
women
not
in the
being
office
too
too.
bright, not being self-aware, but you also it kind of putting fuel on the fire because you didn't filter her enough before giving her that
And you're probably
kind of
right about that.
thing.
Yeah, I probably didn't.
I'm still thinking it's a cultural language. I don't know. I just get this
And it
feeling
might
that
even be a cultural thing as well.
cultural.
Maybe where she's from. I don't, who knows where she's from. I'm not sure.
Well,
Right.
she's from Guatemala.
Okay, Guatemala. Maybe in
And how
Guatemala,
long has she
maybe
been here?
doing that with girls
I
and
don't know,
guys is a sexual thing or a relationship thing where you give them pet names. Who
I
fucking
still
knows?
I
For
still
her
don't think
family,
I
where
think it's
she's
a
fucking
child
come
thing.
from.
It's a child thing.
Okay. All right.
Trust me.
All right.
Trust me, it's a child thing. So,
Okay.
That's
No.
another story we can get into in another.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you want to postpone this to the next episode, huh?
I do, because this
Oh.
is Maxwell's new paratransit.
That's my new rant every time, right?
I
My
thought
new
the
shit.
HOA was the new parody.
We got so many.
Well,
See,
it
this is the
was,
thing.
it was, but I didn't get
this is the
to. I
thing,
didn't get to lob that one out there.
I have
So-
I have so many bitches about it, all kinds of things.
I
guess.
think that's the thing. I think we need to give props to Maxwell for having the most amount of material for us to riff off of. So
I mean, hey, I do
literally
have
like this shit would be like 15 minutes. Like, hello, what's good? What do you guys do? Happy New Year! All right, we're off to the great show. Get on
I mean, I'd be willing to jump in and say some stuff, but I'm just letting Maxwell roll with his stuff.
You're welcome. I mean, hey, if you got some shit to talk about, man, definitely spit it. Spit it.
I mean,
let it go.
You know, it just depends on the situation. I'm a situational kind of guy.
Yeah. See,
I'm
kind of the way too.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything pre-prepared or anything. And
see, Max
has stories pre-prepared.
Max has stories. He's a storyteller, and we feed off that. Yeah. It's like the yin yang of the whole thing,
right?
Yeah.
I'll come in with my thought,
your introspection or whatever.
And anyway, that's just funny, man.
Your armchair psychology that I actually really love. So.
Thank you, man.
Keep it coming, man.
I got my my degree at the University of Procrastination.
No, you got your degree from the University of Stevie.
Oh, you have an update on that, dude.
Oh.
All right, I got a little update on this.
Okay. Was that a good segue?
That was a great
you know
segue.
what? I do have some thoughts on that, and you knew I probably did, or at least I know there's probably some. So now, by the way, you are incorrect. The name is not Stevie. The name is now Zeffy.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Are they Zimzers or whatever the fuck?
No, they're I don't know, but they had to let everybody know. So now we have to call them a different name. And it's a third name. So you got to fit on. You can just throw on names until they fit, because that's how you change your character. That's how you change people's perception of you, not by changing your actual actions and what you do in your life. You can do that through a name, just like you can do that with your sex. If you're not happy. Is that the new version of what they used to call a character actor? I don't know. It's a new version of it's a new version of a need for attention, because it does a couple of things. That's not, it doesn't, and you can probably I'm gonna go. It does a couple of things, guys.
Break it down for us.
My internet,
break
like I said,
break it down for us, armchair.
First of all, when you have to change your name again, it makes you feel, it gives you that dopamine hit. Like it's almost like I don't know if you've heard the stories or the studies about how people, when they say they do something, it fires off the same parts of the brain about that when you actually accomplish something. Right. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna change my name. And I'm doing something.
It gives you the same dopamine hit when you actually haven't done anything.
I'm not changing my.
You're just speaking it into the air, but nothing's really happening.
Exactly.
But you still get that same hit of dopamine.
So I'm going to change my name. Boom. So you don't change your actions. You don't change your habits. You don't change your mindset. You don't change anything else, but you want to change everything with the name because you don't actually want to go through the work of it. So you go to the boom, dopamine hit. And then a week later, it wears off. So what do you do again?
Got to do a new name change.
Yeah. See, this is going to change me, and everybody else gets to see me too. And so they get to know when I see them. Yeah, I'm not that anymore. I'm that whatever the fuck I am now, because I didn't like what I was.
I would have told whoever, whatever he calls himself, him, her, or whatever. I would have said, no, you know what? I still prefer Stevie to everything else.
I like Stevie. Yeah, you should have, bitched about it.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying on all these names for to see how they fit. And it's like, fucking break.
But Zeffy is a weird name anyway. I don't know any motherfucker.
Well, they got to get weirder, and it's a combo, and they got to kind of change things, and it's a step up attention, need dopamine, whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, how does this person hold a job?
That's what I see. That's my opinion on it. Just seeing it, just like, because everyone, we gotta, and if you mispronounce, if you don't say the name right, then
But is it? So I've gotten different theories from different people who I trust that are actually counselors and stuff like that. Makes me wonder if some of this transgender stuff and all that kind of stuff is all about a fad, and it's like for attention for the moment, like, oh, he's changed
I think a lot
his
of it is.
gender.
Yeah.
A
In a
lot
lot
of
of
it is,
cases, yeah.
Yes.
and then for the very, very, very few who actually decide, I'm really gonna actually go through hormone therapy and cut off
It's
breasts and
huge.
cut off things. That's a huge thing,
Yeah.
but it's something that they're really passionate about. So it's like, okay, those are the real guys. Those are real people that are really
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're
it's
making
it's
life
they're, they're like,
they're
altering.
look what
keeping it
I'm
real,
doing.
right?
Yeah, look what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
I'm
no
I'm
doubt.
being, I'm doing a drastic thing to fit my physical body that doesn't take a lot of work because
Yeah.
changing your goddamn mind and changing who you are and how you feel about yourself takes fucking work. It's not easy.
Mm,
Right,
So
right.
what's easier to do? Look into yourself and go, God, I'm a shitty person, or look
Well,
at
but
yourself and go, I need to cut off my tits to make myself not be a shitty person.
mm.
What's really easier? It's much easier to get your fucking tits cut off and to go, God, I treat people like shit. I'm not a good person.
Right,
But
Or I'm a
right.
is it really though? Like,
no,
is it really? Because
I think actually the other way.
yeah,
think
because
so.
here's why I agree with Koala on this one. Because I don't, man, I don't know what it's like to have breasts cut off. Because obvious,
You
right?
never had,
But
yeah.
but I've heard about women that have like double mastectomies, and it hurts them for a while. Like they go through
Hurts
this
a
like,
lot.
yeah, it's like a suffering, like a dang, I'm missing a part of me. You know what I mean?
Your
Like I'm missing.
hormones change.
Yeah.
There's so many things that change. And I think when people actually, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
No, no,
No.
no.
Yeah.
when people actually go through the hormone changes
Mhm.
and are genuine about it,
Mhm.
that's where I find that that reality of the people.
It kicks
You know?
in.
Yeah, because they really want that change, and it's
Mhm.
not easy. It is
Nah,
not easy. It
I
is
don't think
not
so either.
um, just a joke. It's not like
No.
oh we can throw that out. We can do
Oh,
We
I
this.
can
can
change it
revert. We
back
can
anytime I
reverse
want,
it.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't revert. You can't. Most of that stuff is
can't take it
irreversible.
back.
Yeah.
Can't take it
Yeah.
back. And the hormones, and they're very there are things that happen long term with the hormones too. So I think people that are willing to embark on that journey are actually really um
Sure,
I don't want to say
really certain, and really
yeah.
like I
Well,
don't know.
are they though? Because I've heard
See, I
stories.
don't know about
The
that.
only thing I can
I've
call
heard
it is
stories though
keeping
where
it real.
people all of a sudden
They're
go, "What the
keeping it
fuck was I
real.
doing? What was I thinking? I don't
Yeah,
want to, you know." I've
Well,
heard that
yeah,
stuff.
but
that's
see,
why
and
the kid
that's the
thing. And
things.
it,
That's exactly what I was going to say. So that's why I think that, you know, just like the whole age of consent for sex and drinking and all that kind of stuff is
Mhm.
like
It
17,
had to
18 years
be
old. Let it be that. Let the sex
had to
change
be
stuff.
yeah.
Let
yep,
the sex change stuff be at the
it
age
should
of
be.
consent.
I'd say even
And
for this. Yeah, good.
yeah, let it be
Well,
at the age of
It
consent.
it has to be. It
Yeah.
has to be because if it's
Yeah.
yeah.
not, then nothing else can be. Because if you can consent to cutting off your tits, you can consent to have sex with an adult.
Well,
Yeah.
Right. And
and
that's where
Yep,
it'll end up
that's
becoming it'll become
yep.
that too.
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. And I'll go for a second.
and then the the ideas in the hospitals of how it was perceived back in the 90s and the early part of the millennium. There was a lot of
Right.
really strict in Johns Hopkins and other institutions of how you qualified to measure up to be able to do that.
And that's the
Right.
difference. That's one of the differences is that now they want it covered by your every insurance for every reason.
Yeah.
And
And
the, yeah,
not everyone has that wherewithal. Not everyone is there. And I'm not saying you're not there, but that's a pretty drastic, I mean, to say the least, that's a pretty drastic
Yeah.
Choice. Yeah. No,
choice.
no question.
And so, yeah, I just hope that people would
see, here's the
Speaking of
look to
problem.
drastic,
it.
Here's the
speaking of
problem.
drastic choices, I got to piss. So you guys continue talking.
Here's the problem I have with it though. With not with and not a problem, but what I was trying to get at before about them doing that for attention. and in a lot of ways, or for them doing that to take away, to kind of solve problems in their life that they can solve other ways, but they're just not, because there's a couple things going on with that, but it's like I said, easy way outs are everywhere. Everybody think there's an easy way. Like, people don't want to be even sad. They think being sad is like the wrong thing. And so then they're going, well, why do I feel uncomfortable with my own body? Well, maybe it's not because you think you're a girl. Maybe it's just because you're uncomfortable with who you are. But you can't just go, I gotta fucking deal with some of the shit I gotta figure out a quick solution. I can take this pill to take away my depression. I can take this. Oh, why can't I just cut this off?
The reality is that
that's the way people are these days, man.
Well, but when people are going through puberty, is anybody comfortable with their body?
Oh yeah, that's why it should never even be a thought. Then that's why it should never even be a consideration under the age of consent, like we've talked about.
Right.
But even adults that do it, because, and it's also an attention thing. We're talking about the drastic nature of it.
Yeah.
We live in a fucking attention goddamn like money and attention are the two most important things in our society. Attention is just like money.
But what I was trying to differentiate is, let's say the person who just is a dude.
Place too, so
no, it's cool.
Yeah.
A dude who's just like wearing a dress or something like that and wants to be called a girl's name or something like that, right? They're just kind of, they're testing the waters almost. Yeah, they're like flirting with it, right?
Yeah.
And those people, I'm like, get a life, right? But the ones who like are real, they're like, hey, I'm gonna go, and they're, to me, at the age of consent and all that kind of stuff, they know what they want to do, and they're like, I just feel like a girl trapped in a guy's body or whatever the heck, and they do all the things to get everything like done, and they pay for it themselves, and they do all the things. They're real, like they really feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, they're not just doing it for attention.
There are a lot of people that are like that, yes, but there are a lot of people that aren't, unfortunately, and that's the thing. There are a lot of people that it will not fix the problem. They will still be completely unhappy with themselves. It won't help them with their thing. They might be serious about it, but most of them don't go, God, I made the right decision afterwards. They're still miserable.
A lot of them
because it doesn't solve the issue, because they're not solving anything. They're just changing something that's not solving it. They're not changing their outlook. They're not changing anything that really. I mean, yes, in some cases it does ease the pain and that, but usually with those people, they don't want people to know. They know they're mentally. They know that they're fucked up. They know that they've got to do this for some fucked up reason, not because, well, I'm going to tell everybody about it, and I'm going to do this, and I have my period too, because I'm a. No, you're not. You're never going to have a period. You're not a dude. You're not a woman.
Right.
You're never. This is that kind of bullshit. And these are adults that are doing that, and it's really fucked up, because the people that are serious about it. Yeah, those are the people that don't want anybody to that don't want it to be everywhere,
out in the open. Yeah, that makes sense. So you kind of jumping on your tangent about, like, I think you were talking about like how people don't want to be sad at all, and like they just want to be like,
all the time,
I guess always happy all the time kind of thing. Is that what you were kind of saying?
Yeah.
And so they take like anxiety pills or depression pills and stuff like that to feel, like, quote unquote normal, like be happy all the time kind of thing. And I've had clients where, they'll tell me, I'm taking this depression pill, and it's blunted the depression, but I feel happy occasionally. I'm like, that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Life is not supposed to be one happy, a big line across the happiness
or just one
spectrum.
Emotion all the time. Like,
yeah,
like you can't be mad all the time, or sad all the time or something.
Exactly.
And it's like the same thing that I was talking about before. It's like about how that whole last year was a shithole for me, and
right.
But I survived that shit, and I can look back and go, "Fuck, I know not only survived, but I'm thriving better than I ever have." I mean, this year was one of the best years of my life recently.
Oh, awesome.
and it's a lot of it's because, like, I have confidence of knowing, man, if I could deal with quitting fucking that while
that's true.
Putting out all the other shit's going on.
Like a month after my stepdad passes.
Yep.
Just going, and I'm not, like I said, it's I mean, if you don't have that, you never think you can, And so, like, all the shit that, Koala, you went through, we've gone through in your life. We've talked about some of that before. Everything that we've all gone through in our shit, man. If you're just gonna That's why these kids. That's why everyone's losing their shit, man, over small. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I have to take. I can't deal with all this stress.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
take pills for
So
anxiety and
you know,
depression.
and
Like,
it's just
really?
but fuck, man, if you don't deal with that shit, you're never gonna fucking
So I mean,
get
there is
if you
a.
need it, whatever.
I used to kind of be like you, Maxwell, with the anti-medication kind of thing.
Oh, I'm very anti-medication.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
bullshit. Total bullshit.
So I don't any longer, just because I've been in kind
I'll be
of
back in
in
a second.
the
I'm grabbing a soda.
All right.
mental health sphere for a while now.
Okay.
And so
So,
I kind of learned that, you know, yes, a lot of stress, anxiety, depression is very circumstantial. It's
well,
very like once the circumstances change, you will no longer be depressed kind of
see
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I think a
Right.
lot of it's external. It's not internal.
Yeah.
Where I'm just
But
depressed. Why are you depressed? You know
but
what I'm
for
saying?
the occasional person who everything is going great and they have no reason to be depressed at all, and yet they still feel like shit.
Yeah, that's clinical
That
depression.
that's
That's
exactly, and that's
yeah.
where medication can come into play.
Well, I think
Because
that's the only time medication should come into play. The problem is
right,
people overuse it. Oh, I
yeah, I
lost my
agree.
job. I'm
No, I
depressified.
no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You
Oh
know?
But
yeah.
I used to be completely about talk therapy is the only way. Talk therapy is the only way. Talk therapy is the only way. That's it. That's the way that you handle things. You just handle
Sure.
things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You work
and
through it.
it's because I've never experienced
And that's real
severe
shit.
anxiety.
The only time I've had severe anxiety or severe depression was due to
Mm,
something that happened, an external
right,
thing, whatever that
right.
may
An
be.
external, yeah, the external source, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so that's the same thing with me. Like, occasionally I stress over money or something, or stress,
Oh yeah.
or you get anxious about certain things. Like, oh shoot, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be difficult. Okay, but the severe anxiety, I've never experienced that. I've never experienced severe depression either.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't know because I've never experienced it, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And so when you see it in real time, you see depression, stuff like that in real time, you're like, oh shit, this is the real deal. Like this
Right.
person is not going through this person's not going through anything that would
Yeah.
warrant them to feel that way. And
Right.
yet they
Right.
still feel that way. Like, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa.
that is the thing, where your chemicals are off or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's more it's less common than not. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
in a lot of cases, I
Yeah.
mean, how many I hear so many situations. Oh, I take medications for anxiety and depression. Um,
Mhm.
you don't need to be doing that shit. And that,
Mhm.
Cruise Control and I have talked about the PTSD thing. If you're not a first responder, you're not in the military, you don't have PTSD. You can go fuck yourself.
Settle
You know what
down,
I'm saying?
settle down, settle down, settle down.
I don't know.
If
That's the way
if
I
you're
feel.
if you're if
That's
you're
not
a
how
woman who's
I.
been
That's not
if
what I.
you're if you're a
Yeah.
woman who's been raped,
True.
you probably have PTSD. I think
True.
I
you
But
think it
if
again,
has
you
to
were
be
if you were
extreme. I
if you were
think
a
yeah.
child if you were a child who's been abused his whole life, you probably have PTSD.
but you know
I've
what?
known
I could
I've
say I
known
have
I've known
PTSD
people
for some dumb shit. Oh, I have
like
PTSD
Well,
because
it goes back to the same thing. It all goes back to the same thing. Everyone wants to have the tension. They want
yeah,
the idea that they've got something, they need
yeah,
something, and just like the
yeah,
medication, oh, I need this medication. So what it
yeah.
does is it fucks with the people that actually need it or the people that actually fucking have. Just like the eyesight fucking
And
thing.
I think
Goddamn
I think we
eyesight.
also I think
Yeah.
we also talked about there's a difference between PTSD and post traumatic stress. which
ah
which there is a thing, like there
Yep.
is something there, but PTSD is just a lot worse. There's like more symptoms that show up,
Yeah,
right?
same thing with like it's almost the same as narcissistic narcissism
Personality disorder,
and narcissist traits.
right?
right.
Yes.
So post traumatic
Right.
stress, you could go through something and it bothers you for a while. Like, okay, I'll tell you one. I don't think I have PTSD about it because I don't relive the situation anymore.
Right.
But when I was about 20 years old, I said the wrong thing to the wrong person and I got punched in the face and hardcore. And I didn't do anything about it because I didn't want to fight the person. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, for like maybe about 3 or 4 weeks, I thought about it every day. Like, oh, I could have done this differently. Oh, if I wouldn't have said that, then this wouldn't have happened. Like,
Right. It weighed
I
on
started
your
playing all the
mind.
playing all the scenarios, right?
Right. Yeah. It weighed
So
on your mind for sure.
after a few months, I kind of forgot about it, and now, I mean, I only think about it when I bring it up, and it's
Right.
not like I'm gonna have nightmares about it later. Like it's not gonna be like that, you know. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's something that happened to me, you know. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
it's.
yeah,
Uh-oh. Wait, did Koala get knocked out?
yeah, probably she'll be back.
Ah, okay. That's okay, because I didn't hear her talking for a minute, so I
Yeah,
wasn't
I
sure.
know.
yeah,
Wasn't
no,
sure
I
what
kind
was
of was. I was going to ask her to see what was going on, but
Mhm.
I was going to, but Louis was on such a tangent. I was like, damn, let's hear what he's got to say. But
Yeah, so I mean, you know, I mean, I'm sure like you're like the car accident. Didn't you have some sort of car
yeah, where I
accident
was hit.
thing? Car
Well,
hit?
you know what?
Yeah.
And for a while, yeah,
Mhm.
I was at a point where if a car came too close to me in a parking lot, I would jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
sure, that was what it was then.
So that's possible, like either low level PTSD or just post traumatic stress. Like, okay, you got hit by a car.
Yeah,
You're
I
trying to be
react.
more. You're being a little more leery now. Like, oh shoot, here's a car. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
gonna hit me again. You know, kind of thing.
Well, or even like when I fell over the wall, and now I'm very leery, even just walking around,
Right.
outside. Like, oh
Mhm.
shit, I don't
yeah,
want to trip and fuck up my leg again, and so I'm a little more what's the word? Not sure-footed. The other way around. Where you're more cognizant of the steps you're taking, and leery. You're leery.
leery or wary, or just cautious.
Yeah, definitely. I'm more cautious than I used to be, for sure, when it
Yeah,
comes to that kind of stuff. So,
that's,
anyway, wow.
it's crazy, man. Crazy.
Damn,
We got a little deep there, man. A little serious, but
we
that's happened
did. We
sometimes,
always
man.
do.
Because well, yes, yeah, we do. I
On
guess
occasion,
on
right?
occasion
Yeah, we get
we talk
serious. We
about
get funny. We get.
we make poop jokes and we make other jokes.
Hmm.
Hopefully the koala. She wasn't talking for a bit there, so hopefully she gets back
I
on.
wonder if her phone went dead or something. I don't know. But either
Yeah.
way, oh shit. Well, damn. I was thinking about
No
the
more, no more HOA issues.
we haven't done any. Our PJ guy's been pretty quiet. And my other buddy, he's out of town till January, so we haven't really done much HOA stuff. There hasn't really been too much with the HOA on the HOA front.
Oh wow.
So which
Well,
is okay.
there will be, of course, because that guy's another drama.
Oh
Whatever person.
yeah, dude. He's gonna. Well, he sent a few emails. I think the other day. Nobody's responding to him anymore, though. He's kind of like a lame duck kind of guy.
Lame duck president.
He is kind of a
Get
lame
him
duck.
out of there.
No, but like people aren't responding to him. The email I saw today, he had sent Friday, and I'm like, wow, that was a while ago now. Although I don't think I've been checking my personal email too much since I've been off. Just kind of like,
Wow.
fuck it.
You're like, fuck that. You want to deal with that shit. But hey, we'll find out more next time, I guess. But
Yeah.
you want to I guess since Koala's gone, we don't want to I don't know what else. You got
Well,
anything else? Because I'm pretty much just like I said, my year has been goddamn
I've
good,
had a
man.
cool year. I've enjoyed this year a
I'm
lot.
just like I
And
said, I'm more
I
Go ahead.
hope next year's as cool as this year. I think. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
I
hope.
honestly hope that I mean, the next year is better than this year.
Oh,
Like
that'd be great
last
too.
year,
Yeah.
last year sucked. This year
Oh yeah.
was like okay. It was just like it was cruising along. No crazy things happened. Just it kind of cruised along.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
I'm
thought it was
looking
a
for
good
a.
year.
I'm
Oh,
looking
here
for
she
I'm
is.
looking for a really good,
Hey, Koala.
solid 2025.
I give it a second. She's
I'm hoping. I'm hoping too. It's going to be like you said. I hope it's either better or the same.
Yeah, we can-
like it's still
Right,
good.
right.
yeah, we got some cool.
Because I've had some situations where I had a great year, and the year afterwards was completely buttfuckulous. Or
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
2019 was a cool year for me, but then 2020 took it in the colon hole.
2020 took it in the colon for everybody,
Yeah.
right?
Dude. 2020 was fucking horrible. Let's see.
If Koala can hear us, you've got the mute thing on, so I don't know whether it's something you can do. You can.
Should be able to unmute.
Yeah, I
think.
didn't know whether you could tell or not because sometimes it fucking thing's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. There's
there you
always
are.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, there it
my
was. Okay,
God.
what happened there?
Well, I unmuted.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's all good. Welcome back.
Yeah.
We were just talking. I know we're just talking about the year. Just continuing our
Yeah,
conversation. So,
2024 was pretty cool. Like for me, I was saying, 2023 is kind of, kind of, and
2023
then
was buckulous. Either
yeah,
way,
this
for
year was
everybody.
this year was okay. It just doesn't,
but
it doesn't have any like high or low points really. It's just kind of
yeah,
there.
I
I'm
thought it
just,
was a pretty
I'm
cool year.
looking forward to a decent year next year. I
yeah.
think.
See, I want to say something. I'm going to say something on air here. Like I said, I've had a
Right?
great. I was saying I had a great uh year this year, and a lot of it's because I got through a bunch of stuff last year. I was going through some stuff, obviously, and I want to give a shout out to Louie Loke because at one point he sent out a note to me, and I may have mentioned this before. I want
Oh,
to say it again though. But he said, "Hey, if you need to talk to somebody, I want, I'm here." Now, I didn't necessarily use that. I didn't use it, but it just helped me to just wanted to get the shout out that you didn't have to
I,
do that,
Mm.
I didn't know he
and
Yeah.
did that. That's
and
cool.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that, and I think it shows that you've got a good character, obviously, and I think sometimes you need to be recognized for that kind of shit because it really made a difference in terms of, like I said, I didn't
Well,
reach out to you
oh,
personally,
yeah. Yeah.
but I appreciated that, man, and
Yeah, I extended the offer just to, because
yeah,
not
because
not just because not just because I'm a counselor, but because I'm a dude that like I don't necessarily feel like I can solve your problems, but maybe I can give you an,
absolutely,
a different take on it,
yeah,
because I'm a very it's kind of weird because I think I'm almost a little too positive sometimes for my own good.
Okay.
I'm like positive Polly most of the time. I'm like,
Positive
yeah,
Paul.
yeah,
everything's gonna work out just
yeah,
fine. Don't worry. It's gonna be good. And I'm like, yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't always do that, but I try to keep that optimism going. And I'm like, if I can pass that on to somebody else who's going through some bullshit, let's do it.
yeah, but it also kind of uh reaffirms the idea of that just because someone doesn't use something that someone
Yeah.
offers doesn't mean the offer itself wasn't useful for that
No.
person.
Yeah.
Because
I
there
get
were
it. I
there
get
were
it.
points that I thought, if I do need someone to talk to, I can always go. Because obviously you also have
Yeah.
counseling experience. I'm like, fuck, man, if I need it, it's someone I can talk to. So while
Yeah.
I didn't
Exactly.
use it, it was there for me to kind of
Well, I
have
appreciate I
as a
appreciate
backup.
you.
So
Yeah, I
because
appreciate
it was
you
rough for
just saying.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
I
man.
know. I know it was.
Man.
So there we
Man.
go.
There it is.
And so, hey, let's do something real quick though. So, because it's end of the year, we've done this before. We need to do an end of the year like a 20 because usually we do the time of the year, don't we? Use it. We use that year. But what's a fucked up year we can do?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, an end of the
uh,
year?
for music, for yeah, just like a real quick top 20. What we haven't done? We've done every single maybe something from talking. What about 2000? Have we done
I'd like
2000?
I'd like to do something different.
Okay.
Okay,
All
What are you
right.
thinking?
you got an idea?
I'd like to just thank you all, my friends, all of you, for being there for me when I needed you. And sorry,
Yeah, you're good.
It's good.
but it means a lot to me that you've all been there for me through this year and through the years past. And I just want to thank you for that. That's all.
Wow.
Cool deal.
You know what's funny? I didn't even realize that we had that impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like we never know what kind of impact we have
We
until
we don't. We don't.
and
It's kind of like oh, shit. I didn't realize that we
and
were.
even in the counseling field, sometimes you don't even know you have the impact because they just leave. They're like, oh,
Right. That
Yeah,
person's
I'm done with
gone.
counseling, and then you're like,
They cut the
you're
yeah.
fuck
like,
out of
oh man,
there.
I wonder what happened to that person.
So
You
that's
know,
cool. That's
Thank you.
cool that we were actually able to be, whether it's a sounding
yeah,
board or a
yeah,
whatever, a platform for you to
right,
voice whatever concerns you had. That's pretty cool that
I
we
think it's
did
right,
pretty
that.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize we
thank
did that
you.
for you.
Because, like I said, you we've it's interesting. Um, You can go back and look at all these programs. If you go back and check them out, it's amazing. I should probably do that at some point and go.
I should.
I like to thank you for you guys giving me something to do on a Saturday night once a month.
Well, and I'd like to thank you guys for sometimes making me look at shit, in a different way. That's why I like bringing it up, because there's times where I'm like, nah, man, let me tell you something. And then you guys are like, nah, let me tell you something. You're fucking up. You're doing this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
I wonder if you ever take any of that to heart, though.
You're awesome, Koala. You're awesome. And I'm, you guys are all awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's been
even Maxwell over there, who I've only
even Maxwell.
Even.
Hey, wait a minute now, goddammit. I am the master cylinder, fucker.
There you go.
The master cylinder. You know what? I think
I don't know about that, but okay.
I think that we should all just give a big hug to Max and just take him in the back.
And let the
livestock fuck him.
Let the livestock fuck me.
What's the other old one? What's the other fucking old one? Oh God, what's
Bakiyaki?
Bakiyaki. Yeah, you can have a bag about. You go out back and have some bakiyaki.
And a cup of Joe.
Oh, cup of Joe. Oh shit, I forgot about cup of Joe.
Oh my God.
Why don't we just? You know what? Let's forego. Unless you guys want to do a countdown tonight, or we can just forego it and just call it. It's up to you guys want to do. Or do you got anything else to do or talk about?
I don't know. Let's see, a countdown. What would be a cool year?
Max is down with the countdown.
Yeah, it's up to Koala. It's up to you. You guys want to do it?
What do you guys think? How are you feeling? If you don't want to do it, that's cool. I just
I might want to forgo.
Cool. Forgo it. All right. What are you thinking, Louie? Forgo it.
I'm good.
Okay, we'll do it.
Trying to be democratic up in this motherfucker.
No, we got it. We'll do it next time. We'll figure something.
I'm sorry, but I just want to let it go on this note.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I was kind of where I was getting at. So
sounds great.
All good. You know what? Happy New Year, guys. You guys have a great year. We'll be back next year for all y'all.
Oh fuck with more crazy shit.
All two of you viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, all two of you. We love you so much.
But we don't do it for you guys. Obviously, we do.
Hold up, I'm still a little pissed off though. Truth be told, that we couldn't go live tonight. I was trying to do that shit. I got it to work just fine when I did it. Now I'm told you don't have permission to broadcast. What the fuck do you mean?
You'll figure it out.
Well,
you're smart. You're a pretty smart guy there.
But sometimes Max, with technology, for you especially, that's just the way it is, and
that's just the way.
Some things will never change.
Koala hates the one song.
No. I'm learning to love it.
But you know what? And that's like so the song "That's the Way It Is" by Celine Dion. That was a grit my teeth.
You had to do that.
When you sucked off some guy and your throat gets real dry and your butt cheeks are weak from taking dick really deep.
She's got
No. You ruined it forever. That's fine.
Of course it is.
Nothing sacred.
Right. I'm burying that one forever. And we'll be fine.
Let's end this way. There's a nothing sacred show with close control
and Maxwell Silverhammer
and Louie Luke
and I'm Koala.
Don't worry about me.
That's the way it is.
Oh shit!
And that's the story there.
Happy fucking New Year, fuck sandwiches. Yeah.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.